What's good, boys?
What's up?
Thank you. All right. We're live. First match is up and running.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for all y'all coming in to watch. We're going to be giving you live reactions, the whole pay-per-view. People come in and out. So in case you're not watching it, first match is up right now. It's going to be Eddie Kingston versus the TNT champion, Miro.
I kind of didn't think this match would start, but they do like to usually start with a banger.
Yeah, I think Miro got this. I think he has this in the bag right now. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I kind of figured they'd go ahead and get the Paul White QT match out of the way since everybody's bathroom break match, you know. But maybe they'll save that for the middle so we can all hit the bathroom. I mean, that's a dark match if you ask me, and they got it on pay-per-view. I mean, I realize they want to get as many big names out there, and everybody does know the Big Show, Paul White. So,
yeah.
What's up, bro? Welcome to the stream, Ivan. Oh man.
Oh, you know who we didn't talk about that may 100% debut tonight?
Who?
Lana.
Who?
Lana. Rusev's
Lana.
Oh, how have we not? I mean, I can't believe we ain't talked about that. That's crazy.
I forgot about that, man.
Yeah, we talk about her every week for crying out loud. So,
and I did read about her though, being somebody that we could see, and it slipped my mind. It was just
this is one of them ones where you should have got that probably before any of them. Somebody else nobody's talking about, the Iconics.
Yeah. Oh, and they did rebrand themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think they said they have 10 extra spots.
So. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was under the initial impression that they would go to Impact, right? So let's see. I don't know. I thought I heard reports of that happening too. So let's see.
Let's see.
I mean, if they really wanted to give it to us, they could have like 8 or 10 people debut tonight. But
yeah,
if that crowd's gonna be tired.
What do they call them in WWE? The Bollywood Boys.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're ready to debut somewhere, and their style would fit in well with AEW's tag teams.
Yeah.
Which, if you remember a few weeks ago when they was backstage wearing those T-shirts, Carl Anderson had a Bollywood Boys T-shirt on. When Gallows had the Ric Flair robe,
Yeah.
and Jimmy had like Cookie Monster or whatever T-shirt, you know.
Right. I remember that. Wow. There's a lot of surprises that can happen tonight. So
Yeah.
we gotta keep
Which
it.
that's even one that I think would have 100% happened if they wouldn't have canceled the Andrade Pac match. I think
Man.
Flair would have came out with Andrade for that.
I was so looking forward to that match.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to see that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that match probably would have been second as far as stealing the show because, I mean, I think everybody can agree Young Bucks and Lucha Bros is probably going to just tear the house down in a cage match, you know. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
Which if I was going to do something, I would do something during that match and have like Adam Cole come in during that match because he's buddies with those guys. Maybe have him come up through the ring since there's a cage or something crazy like that. But they might save him for later on.
Girl, Chi-Chi's in the building. Gang. Notoriety Sports.
Hey,
Chi-Chi.
Somebody from YouTube. Hello, guys. Thank you. Welcome. We're going to be here all night. So,
yeah.
AEW. I saw people complaining about Eddie Kingston. I mean, you and me had to talk like 2 weeks ago, I think, Si, about like how people are complaining about Jon Moxley being overweight. And it's like, dude, like, they're just, to me, it reminds me like of Kevin Owens, those guys. Like, they don't have to be that typical bodybuilder or small, like.
That's just how they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they remember Earthquake and Typhoon. They was just big fatties, and they seemed to dominate. You know, even Demolition were never the most in shape dudes, and they would still dominate and have great matches.
Yeah.
So it's not like the overweight guys are something new in wrestling. Like, say they were giving Bronson Reed a bunch of crap too. Like when they let him go, people were like, "I would have let him go too. He needs to lose some weight and stuff like that." But that's part of his thing. He dominates because of his size.
Yeah. I think like especially for wrestlers like that, you can dominate more in this brand of AEW than in WWE, which I mean it sucks because you got big guys that are very talented that are just not doing. I mean, don't even get me started with Keith Lee. That boy's just sitting there doing nothing. Like,
which they're repackaging him as a heel from what they're saying. That's why they've been having him do like squash matches and stuff during the dark matches. Is to rebrand him, see how the crowd will buy into him as like a monster heel.
You got to replace.
Bring him in as like Bobby Lashley's heater.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to revamp that Hurt Business. But
yeah, I want the Hurt Business back, man. I want the Hurt Business back for sure.
I
love how the crowd reacts to Miro though. Like, he just has to look at them and they start booing him, and it's like.
He's so over, and he don't even have to do nothing.
Yeah.
But he's one of them ones that everybody likes through like his Twitch stream and stuff like that. They get to see a side of him that they don't see on TV, so they like that, you know?
Yeah. He just flicked them off. And like Kingston though, like on Friday when he said these nuts, I was lost it. I was just like, this dude don't care. He's like,
yeah, he's one of them dudes that don't realize it's not real.
Yeah. So what match do you think is next after this?
I don't know. Maybe the women's match.
Let's see. Charles Monroe says, who comes back tonight? Are the babyface or heel? I'm thinking that what you mean, like who's coming back and if they're gonna be a heel or babyface. I mean, I'm thinking that's what you mean.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure we have at least 3 coming. Cy just blew the house down when you were naming all the women that we didn't even think about that could come out today.
Lana.
I mean, so we say we think Ruby Soho is definitely coming out. I mean, I think what do y'all think? Adam Cole.
Yeah.
And then the Red Dragon.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryanson. I mean,
Brian Danielson, yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I think honestly, I think Daniel would have to kind of be, I would say, a baby face.
Yeah, he'll be a face because especially if they put him as against Omega for right off the bat.
Yeah, and
I
then
agree with that, yeah.
well, I guess what Ruby, I guess I can see her as a heel, kind of that, but they could use it like a Rhea Ripley where she's over and she's a baby face.
Yeah, the Ruby's the tough one because I don't know if since she's coming in, if they would want to play on that she's an outsider, make her a heel, or do they want to capitalize on everybody wanting good stuff for her, so make her a face? That one's kind of a toss-up. But Cole would definitely have to come in as a heel. I don't think there's any way. People's going to cheer anyway. When he debuted in NXT, people were losing their mind.
Yeah.
And he was attacking the, fan favorite champ,
Yeah. I mean, he's one of those guys that, like, he can be a heel, but you still would cheer for him. Like, he's just that good.
Just like his woman. She's a heel, and people still won't boo her.
I love Britt Baker. Me and Costa were talking about it before the video started, how we liked her, man. Yeah. Michael goes, I predict that Bryan Danielson shows up and has a stare down with Omega.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's going to happen.
That would be a beautiful way to end it.
Yeah.
See, Charles goes, Adam Cole, baby.
She might be more over than anybody in the entire company, male or female. She might be the most popular one on the entire roster. Yet she comes out and lets you know I'm a bitch every week. Yeah. People don't care,
I was saying Nick earlier, I love Britt Baker. She's amazing. She's the best.
She's definitely come a long way. Like when the company first started, like a lot of people were talking like, they need to send her back for training and stuff like that because she was not really, making a good impression. But then she just picked up her game, and she's definitely one of the top 1 or 2 most entertaining segments every week.
Yeah, I do say she did start off kind of slow, but the crowd, once you saw the work ethic she put in, the crowd really went behind her. And
exactly. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying that time, where the people I tend to gravitate to are the ones that, like, always wanted to do this their whole life from the time they was kids and all that. Those are the ones I kind of tend to gravitate to a little more.
See, Michael goes, Ruby Soho will be a baby face.
Yeah, probably.
Charles goes, she can't do heels, getting better for sure, much better as a face. And then Michael goes, Thunder Rosa wins tonight and wins the title from Britt later this year.
That's a strong probability right there.
I won't be mad about it. If somebody I feel deserves to beat Britt for it, I would think Thunder Rosa. That would be a very nice match.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Plus, she's probably, like you said, out of everybody, she probably deserves it the most because during the pandemic stuff, when she was actually with the NWA still, she was coming and wrestling every week, putting on great matches. You've seen that, she really wanted it. And then when she got her contract, that's the first thing I thought, man, that's going to be great when she goes on a title run.
You kind of feel like the crowd's trying to save their energy, but they want to like explode, but they're like, no, it's a long night of great matches, so let's just continue.
I mean, they're hitting each other hard, though.
Yeah,
man. It's hard to not like this kind of a match.
You see Miro's back's all red and everything. It's like, oh man,
this kind of I'm kind of surprised, but this match and like the Moxley Kojima match, it's basically going to be the same match. Just 2 guys going in there beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah,
and that's that.
Make sure y'all go like and follow. Appreciate all y'all for coming here. We'll be here all night for every match. Don't worry. We got you. Any surprises you will find out right here live, or you will find out on our Facebook for sure.
Which that's something interesting too. Moxley, what they've been doing with him lately. His promos have been kind of heel promos, yet he's still, a baby face. So I'm kind of interested to see where they're going to take him with all these new guys coming in.
Yeah, I can definitely see John Moxley as a heel for sure. Yeah, at some point.
I kind of think of him like the Punisher, where he's not like a heel or a baby face. He just wants to beat the shit out of everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I actually mentioned that during the end of his run in WWE, he was wearing a mat like a mask, but it's kind of correlates to what we're all going through right now. Like I don't know, like it's like he's able to tell the future or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of weird to remember that and see what's going on now in reality.
Yeah.
Let's see. Michael goes, my prediction is Ruby Soho comes in as a babyface, but later turns heel against Thunder Rosa.
That's a good possibility. They'd be a good team, too.
Michael, you need to go and write for WWE, man, because these predictions are good. Hey,
Yeah.
give them
Michael
some ideas.
definitely has better ideas than whoever's writing for WWE right now.
Let's see.
Our chat section usually does have better ideas than WWE's writing team.
Yeah, I believe Moxley will turn heel. Yeah, you kind of get that feeling from him a bit. He's kind of
that's what I think too.
and everything,
Yeah.
which I think
And
is
a lot of
good.
it could hinge on Tanahashi because that's the match he was wanting, and then Tanahashi couldn't come, so that's what set him off and pissed him off and said he's just going to take out all the New Japan legends and all that stuff. And Tanahashi's beloved by everybody.
Yeah.
If there was ever a time somebody like Moxley would be a heel in a match, it'd be against Tanahashi because nobody's booing Tanahashi.
Right.
Let's see. He goes, Ruby Soho versus Thunder Rosa will be straight fire. I agree.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think them bringing in a lot of the females that have been let go, it could actually do more for the entire company than even a lot of the guys they're bringing in. Because if there has been a weakness, it's kind of been the women's division.
Come on, ref.
But
man, that ref took forever, bro. Hey. Let's see.
Thanks, Gigi.
Damn, that he's arguing with the fans.
Daniel Bryan heel.
they can't take him heel yet.
Not yet, though.
I think he's so loved, like especially when he comes in, that they're gonna be doing that yes thing for the whole show.
Kind of like the same thing with Punk. They're not going to let that go for a while. That momentum's going to be riding for. That might be something that would turn Danielson into a heel, as if he ever ended up going against Punk. But that'd be probably the only thing I could see, like because Punk, even on the Renee show, I'm not going to call it by its title because I think the title of her show is just ridiculous. But the Renee show, I'll call it. Punk. They asked Punk about like future booking against the Young Bucks, who his partner would be, and he asked when the show was going to come out. And when she said Saturday, he was like, "Well, forget. Okay, we're just going to fantasy book here. My partner would be Bryan Danielson." So he's already teasing him and Bryan Danielson team to go against the Young Bucks, which of course then teases one of them turning on the other one later on down the road.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we got our first match win. Miro beats Eddie Kingston. That boy's chest is purple.
Well, I'm 1-0 for predictions tonight, so let's see how that continues.
Man, good old-fashioned nut shot helped him there, that's for sure.
Yep. A back kick to the nuts, man. That would do it. I
When
imagine
Roman did that the other night in that Finn Balor match when he raised his arm up, hit him right in the nuts, and that's what actually got Finn the loss on that one.
Hey, man, that just to go back on that, so that match is one of the best matches I've seen in a while in terms of the WWE product right there. So that was a good match. That was definitely a good match. Roman Reigns and Finn Balor. Yeah.
So John earlier was saying that Bray doesn't have a no compete.
Yeah, when I said that, I was like, what? I kept hearing he does.
Yeah, I know the NXT roster's no compete's only 30 days, but Adam Cole's contract ran out. So he has no compete. He can show up like Moxley did. When his contract, he let it ride out and just showed up.
Yeah.
And Cole could do that. But I'm pretty sure Bray's got a 90-day no compete.
Yeah, I think on the main you got 90 days because that's what Braun had. I mean, and
yeah, like remember that's what part of the thing about the Aleister Black Malachi
Yeah.
Black thing is somebody forgot to change his no compete when he went from
That's
NXT to main
hilarious.
roster, and then he was able to leave. So
I'm wondering. So I mean, because you said Iconics. I mean, I think their contract's up already.
yeah, their no
Yeah.
compete been up probably 2 months. They was one of the first ones let go this year, though.
Yeah. Let's see, Michael Green says they wanted Brian at the Arthur Ashe event. They're pushing it up because of worries of shutdown. So expect an appearance tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. That's why I don't know. Do they go ahead and bring Cole out, or do they save him in case the New York show goes forward? Because what's holding it up is they're talking about vax mandates in order to be in attendance. So I don't know.
Let's
how that
see. It's gonna be a good match.
Man, the two bangers back to back.
John Moxley.
oh wow.
Satoshi.
Let's go.
This is gonna be a good one.
Oh, I don't know if you guys seen this. You know, Moxley beat Matt Cardona last night, right, for the GCW title.
Yep.
So he's now the GCW world champ.
I seen that, yeah.
He's gonna be coming out with more than likely he's gonna come out with the belt. They bring every belt around the world.
Yeah, but, man, that GCW title's kind of ugly, man.
It is.
I mean,
but
some people call that Garbage City Wrestling, and their belt definitely represents Garbage City. You know,
it looks like a bunch of like those Coke cans that you squished up.
Exactly, just all smashed together. Oh man.
They said, "Do you think Bray Wyatt runs the Dark Order?"
Yes.
Yes.
That was my prediction before.
I think that, it couldn't happen. It's almost like a godsend, if you want to say that, because of what happened with Brody and stuff. It would be fitting that Bray would be the one that would lead them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Moxley coming out in a GCW hoodie.
Oh wow!
I don't see the belt.
Very proud of his roots, as far as in those kind of crazy matches like that. And Nick Gage came and confronted him in the ring last night after he won from Cardona. So of course that's going to go forward.
He's staring down some of these people.
And he also copyrighted the Switchblade Conspiracy.
Yeah,
that name, and that's a tag team he had with Sammy Callahan, who's in Impact. So, I mean, he's already reunited with one of his old buddies from the Combat Zone, Kingston. He could reunite with Callahan. Actually, that could happen Wednesday at Dynamite, since it's in Cincinnati, which is their hometown, him and Callahan. And that would be pretty cool to have him come out and partner up with them in their hometown.
Let's see. Michael goes, Ruby Soho could be the Joker entry. If not, they will save her for New York, going by her Twitter videos.
Which there is talk of the saving her for New York too, because like her little videos that she's been putting out on YouTube, the last video is her stranded in New York.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, they could.
I could see them squeezing in that New York show and then just like, all right. Because I mean, that's a lot of money, especially like if you don't get those big surprises today, then a lot of people are like, okay, New York's where it's happening then.
Yeah, definitely.
And so,
which that'd be a good place for her to debut, because that's kind of like her hometown, her home base.
Yeah,
is New York and stuff. So
I'm hyped. I feel like it's like a Royal Rumble feel, like, or the
because you don't know who's going to come, when they're going to come. Which Moxley talking crap about all the people that he's talked crap about. I mean, Nick Gage could even come in during this match and confront him at the end, something like crazy like that.
Boy, flick Moxley off, like, all right, let's go.
And now, what's wrong with his physique? I mean, yeah, he doesn't have a six-pack, but he's barrel-chested. He's built like just a huge, hoss. I mean, it's not like he's fat at all.
I mean, yeah, there was just people that were like, "Oh, he's getting a stomach." I'm like,
"Oh yeah,
what?" Like,
that's inaccurate. Let's say that's inaccurate. Moxley's still good.
Now I do know, like when he made that last return as Dean Ambrose, he did come back pretty jacked.
Yeah. That boy, I don't know what he was taking his Flintstone vitamins or something. I was like, damn.
See, they're going to have something big for that Wednesday Dynamite in Moxley's hometown. Somebody's going to come out and confront him, or he could bring Sammy out or something like that. But something big's going to happen because they've been hyping up that, and with that being his homecoming for several weeks now.
I know. I look at the card and I'm like, man, there's so much talent still not even on this card. I'm like,
I know. Yeah,
Gene is funny, man. Sometimes I'll watch his videos, and he's just all he eats is like carbs. That's all that dude eats, nothing but carbs. So much bread, but he'll go around and like show the different breads around and things like that. So it is interesting, but he loads up on carbs.
let's see. Michael goes, this is an exciting time for wrestling. Tony Khan has made some great moves thanks to Vince. Oh, agreed.
Thanks to Vince, yeah, definitely.
I mean, we were talking about it before the video started. Like, the talent that AEW is about to get is ridiculous. Like, I think I told Costa earlier, I was like, you're getting Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan. These two guys on the mic and in the ring can kill it. And then you're getting a creative mind like Bray Wyatt that is going to give freedom, reign to what he wants to do and his vision and stuff.
I think that'll benefit the company a lot more than like even the Punk and Danielson. They bring the professionalism to the game, but Wyatt, his mind is not like anybody that's been around for a while as far as creatively. And I think that's one thing like AEW could use some help with. Their matches, the wrestling side of it, perfect, damn near perfect. The entertainment aspect that some people crave from WWE, that might need a little bit of improvement.
Yeah. I mean, like
I was saying, like to reiterate your point. So, Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, and Bray Wyatt are three top tier talents in wrestling, right? So it's kind of weird that the WWE let them go, but it's to like everybody's saying, it's to AEW's advantage to have that happen. So let's see what kind of storylines they bring in for them to work with.
Yeah,
it's going to be really interesting. This is an amazing time for wrestling fans and wrestling business in general.
Oh yeah, I'm happy for. It's that competition, like we've said. Yeah. Like
there's finally competition, right?
Yeah, and as much as I don't care anybody that there's those fans that are only strictly WWE fans and they try to bash AEW, but it's like
you can't.
What are you saying? Like, these are guys you used to cheer for, and now they're not on your brand, so come on.
Yeah, man. that's the thing that bugs me about all. When they were with WWE, you thought they were the greatest, but now that they're with AEW, you want to talk. Oh, we didn't need them anyway. They were starting to really suck, and all that. I'm like, man, come on. That's not what you were saying 2 weeks ago.
I'm just like, come on, man. Like I don't care what anybody said. John Moxley, as when he was Dean Ambrose and won that title on SmackDown, he was leading SmackDown at that point.
Yeah. I agree with you.
And then he leaves, and people are like, "Oh, he was the worst one of the Shield." I was like, I mean, all three of them had to work together at some point.
I think you can tell what really was the issue is he's a little more strong-willed than the other two are. Like, they'll go with what the WWE wants them to do. They're more company-like guys. Moxley's built a little different, I think, and that's obvious. I don't think he wanted to follow that guideline that WWF wants you to follow and fit into their mold and stuff. I think that's really what the main issue was with him. Because if you think about when the Shield first started, he was the one that was positioned as the brains, the leader, the guy that was in charge and all that. And then all of a sudden it became, Roman's the guy and Seth's the architect. And wait a minute, Moxley was carrying this. We bought into it because of the way he was acting.
Yep.
I agree. That's definitely accurate.
Yeah, because with him, you can kind of buy that he's a little bit of a loose cannon,
And he's proven it over here. He's going out different brands, doing crazy matches.
Sure, man.
Let's see. Michael goes, I grew up in the South during the territory era. I love what is going on right now.
That's what I think too. It's kind of went back to those days, but there's one that they ain't playing ball, and it's WWE. Back in
Yeah.
the day, they all played ball with each other because they realized we need each other.
Yeah.
But
Right.
WWE, they want to be the monopoly and don't think they need anybody else. But they have always thrived when competition was on.
Yeah.
When they've been left by themselves, they fell into a lull. Like even like when NWA first became WCW, they kind of went through a down period, and WWF was exploding, you know. But
Yeah.
then once the NWA and WCW started falling off, WWE they started falling. They had like a bunch of goofy characters instead of like more realistic wrestling and stuff like that. Everybody was a gimmick back then. Then once WCW picked their game back up, WWF picked their game back up. You know.
Yeah, and I heard I don't know if it's true, but I read this morning that WWNX the NXT UK division's being scrapped.
They already did scrap their plans for Japan completely. Like they
Yeah.
even shut their Japanese division down this
Yeah.
past week. That's what I mean. There's so many other. Oh, and then today they took catering away, so
Oh,
now
right.
the wrestlers have to buy stadium food,
Wow. That's
their
I
own
heard about
food
that
at the
too.
stadium, because
heard about
WWE
that
shut
too.
catering down. So all these things are telling me. I've been saying it for a few weeks now. There's going to be massive cuts to that, especially the NXT roster.
Yeah.
Especially now that Vince and Bruce are the guys that's going to be producing NXT. So you're
Yeah.
basically going to get Monday Night Raw as NXT, which totally sucks.
What's up, John? Welcome,
Hey,
bro.
John.
What's going on, guys?
How are you?
Doing good. Doing good. Sorry I joined a little bit late.
It's all
It's
right.
all good, bro. It's barely second match of the night. We got a long night. Let's see. Michael
They're giving these
goes.
two matches a pretty good time.
They said 30-minute time limits for both. So
Wow.
It's funny, this one with Moxley, this was like the one match I have no interest
ooh,
in.
he hit his head hard on that. See, if Vince doesn't sell, I bet Triple H reaches out to other companies if he takes over when Vince is gone.
Nah, I think that Triple H takeover thing is I don't know. I feel kind of weird about it. I don't think he's gonna get a chance
Let's
to do that.
see.
We'll see.
Holly, the first match was Miro versus Eddie Kingston. Miro beat him with
Yep.
a nut check. Basically. This is the
Nut
second
check
one.
1-2.
Yeah.
Is this thing working? Not now. Yeah, I definitely was looking forward to Moxley and Tanahashi, though.
That's what I thought they were going to go with.
Yeah. Tanahashi couldn't make it, though. He didn't even wrestle at the, what was it, Grand Slam or whatever last
Yeah.
year. Which those shows are always great. I always love New Japan shows, big shows like that.
Well,
Sometimes the smaller ones, they fill them with too many, like 6-man or 10-man tag matches and stuff, but the big shows always deliver.
Well, I was lucky enough to actually be at the one they did in New York City.
Wow.
What?
Oh wow.
Wait a minute, the one that Enzo invaded?
I was there.
Wow.
I was there.
Oh, man. That boy Enzo.
I mean, I can't believe that somebody ain't grabbed hold of it, because regardless of what you say about him in the ring, he definitely, knew how to play the crowd and definitely made an impact that way.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, you guys heard what the rumored main event is going to be tonight, right?
Yeah.
My only thing with that, if they're putting them last, it has to be for a debut.
Has to be for what?
It has to be for a debut. That's the only reason you would put a match on like that when we just saw them wrestle each other not even a month ago, live on TV.
Yeah. That's why a lot of us were in the chat. We're saying Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
I think that's why they're going to main event that match, is because they're bringing in Bryan at the end.
Yeah.
And did you guys make predictions of who Andrade's opponent's going to be tonight?
He could appear, but, I mean, I don't think they found a replacement match or anything.
No, they said it was going to be a mystery opponent.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. Yeah, that's what I was. Whenever you told me it wasn't a match, I was like, where did I see that there was a mystery opponent?
My prediction, I think it's going to be a certain Bay.
That would be amazing.
That's my prediction.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll be
that would be
happy.
fun,
I'll be
man.
happy if that happened, man. Like I'm just happy to see the new people come in, the new talent. Like,
Oh yeah.
Can
That's
he even walk? I mean, I don't even know if he can still walk. Last time I seen him, he wasn't moving around very good.
see what has happened so far in AEW. First match was Miro and Eddie Kingston. Miro beat him with the nut check, and then now we're with John Moxley doing some crazy stuff in the ring, like always.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Thank you, Caleb. It is kind of hot over here. John Moxley with the win.
I wish Goldberg was wrestling. You guys could have a good.
Oh gosh.
Oh, good lord.
The one beautiful thing about Crown Jewel is it's when I'm gonna be at work, so I don't have to watch Goldberg.
You don't have to do a live reaction. That'd be fun though.
I would. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That, and I don't like the Crown Jewel because it's not even like on a weekend. Like it's
like Thursday afternoon or something.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bro. Like
If you're watching that, then you're a real WWE homer, I guess.
That's why they always try to throw the legends on those.
The King.
Who's?
Oh!
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm
down
a
in
few
his
minutes.
face, telling him I just beat your ass and all kinds of stuff. Look at him. That's what I mean. Is he a heel now or what? Or he could just be, like I said, like a Punisher. He wants to go against the baddest dudes because he wants to prove
I
he's.
just have a picture of Moxley.
Good God, no.
I know. I can tell you are a little behind me because
yeah, that's what I hate about this. I mean, I could be watching my live television on cable. Uh-oh. Yes. You guys are reacting to the same.
Oh my God!
Just his face when he walked out.
Yeah. Awesome. Look,
he did say there was going to be a lot of surprises tonight.
No.
Miro Suzuki.
Man.
Nice. Perfect.
He's looking like that's the one dude I didn't want to fight.
And he even said it on his face. He's like, fuck.
That would be the thing where you would just have, like, in the closed captioning, this is the moment when John Moxley realizes he fucked up.
Yes. You can tell in his face, like, yeah.
Shit.
Oh
my
Suzuki's
God.
another one of them dudes that doesn't realize this ain't real. I mean, he hurts people. I'd like to see him and Walter just beat the crap out of each other.
All right, my prediction: Suzuki Moxley full gear.
They could maybe one of the New Japan
or one
American
of the.
shows. They're trying to beef up that strong show in America.
This will be the match for it for sure.
Yeah.
I know. I know Tony Khan said he wants to do another exploding barbed wire death match, and actually do it right this time.
Oh, is he going to wrestle with this?
Yeah.
If you do it right, here's who you do it with.
I agree.
Oh, they're gonna get it on right now. I'm cool with this. Man, who's actually bleeding a lot? These boys elbowing them like straight to the face.
Yeah. When Moxley first went to New Japan a few years ago, he said that's the one that he wants to wrestle the most is Suzuki. Because Suzuki, they beat the shit out of each other.
These boys are just straight elbows to the side of the head.
Like a lot of people don't realize that Suzuki's the one that founded Pancrase, which eventually became the UFC MMA. Suzuki was the guy. I mean, he's a legitimate bad dude, man. That's why some people are afraid to even get in the ring with him. Even like I said, he don't know this is fake sometimes.
He's one of those guys where it's like, oh, this is fake. Oh, my bad.
Oh, you mean I shouldn't go full speed when I'm punching you?
Yeah. Oh, is he gonna get him? Power
One thing-
driver.
He said, "Wait a second, hold on."
One thing I love though with the AEW pay-per-views, they should just have the tagline. You should never know. You never know who you're going to see.
Yeah.
Right.
Because go back to, was it last year's All Out I think it was last year's All Out when Arn Anderson debuted.
Yeah, All Out's their big one. That's their.
Well, here's my other thing I wanted to bring up to you guys. If Andrade is wrestling tonight, do we see the Nature Boy?
I'd say if he's gonna have a mystery opponent, it's got to be somebody that's debuting.
I'm just saying, go back to the triple.
When's Braun's no compete up? Because I know they're talking about him ready to sign.
Already up.
Impact.
Oh, it's already up. Yeah.
He could come in for just an appearance or something tonight.
Because I think he was signing with Impact.
Maybe that's who
He's going to Impact supposedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly, yeah.
But I know the odds. Oh, Buddy Murphy, he could be Andrade's opponent. That would be a banger.
Wow, this match are going. Wow, okay, I didn't expect this match to be so early.
All right, we got Britt Baker.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Britt.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I love her, man.
She's too good.
Actually, I'm going to go out on a limb on this one. I agree Baker's going to win, but you're going to see some interference from Rebel.
Ooh.
And here's why I say that. Go back to when she announced that Rebel and Jamie what's her name? The other girl.
Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
Hayter. We're going to be in the casino battle royal. Did you see Rebel's face when Britt turned around and said, "Oh, I don't think you're going to win it"?
Yeah.
Well, they better not let her win for crying out loud.
No. I'm just saying, think about it. I could see some sort of.
You know, she's known to have the worst match in TNA Impact history.
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying, would it be surprising to start seeing dissension between her and Rebel?
Not, but I wouldn't say it would lead to anything in the ring.
Oh, no. I'm not saying now. I don't see you pull the trigger now, but I'm saying you start to show the plot the seed, so to speak.
You start chipping away at that little by little.
Because realistically, yes, Rebel, so like you were saying before, Rebel has been known to not be a good wrestler in the ring, but you can make her one of the biggest baby faces easily.
Yeah.
Let's see, Michael goes, Britt wins tonight, setting her and Thunder Rosa up.
I can see that too.
If Ruby ain't going to be the one that wins the women's battle royal match, it's going to be Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, they've been setting that up for a while now. Thunder, Britt 3.
I'm telling you, like, I just love Britt. Like, when I first saw her, I was like, but she really grew on me. Like, what she's done to elevate herself every single time. I'm like,
well, I was at Double or Nothing, the first event.
What?
I was there.
Oh, wow.
I met Britt Baker. Such a nice girl.
This man, he has so many.
I like it. She on her days off, she's fixing teeth. On her days she's at work, she's fucking teeth up. So it's like,
Oh, believe me, I can tell you guys who I met at Double or Nothing. All of them were incredibly nice.
A lot of them I feel like are like humble now, and like they really have like what CM Punk said, like that family feel. Like you can tell it's just different there. Like I do, like when a lot of people are making fun of Punk when he's like, WWE is full of sharks, and I mean it feels that way sometimes. Like instead of putting your hand out, nah, bro, I gotta eat. Whereas here it's like, nah, bro, you got main event. I'm gonna go on before you. Don't worry about it. And it's
everybody's collaborative to make a great show, right? That's how it should be. But
yeah. And you get it. I mean, from a brand standpoint of all these companies working together, like, hey, you give me guys, I'll give you a guy, and it makes for amazing pay-per-views because you're sitting there. You're like, ooh, I don't know who I'm gonna get now. Like, whereas with WWE, the only way I know you're getting somebody from Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. So
The draft.
Then you get dream matches.
yeah,
And here's the other thing also, especially with AEW, it has vibes of early, not early, but it reminds you a lot of the old ECW days.
You said ECW? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a little different style. Each match could be a different style of match.
Yeah, but I've always heard
ECW was like you'd have the extremely violent, you'd have the real good technical wrestling with Mexicans and luchadors coming in, or Japanese wrestlers coming in too. Yeah.
But you listen to any of the ECW originals, they all make the same comment that the locker room, they were hungry because each of them wanted to outwork the other match.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what you're seeing in AEW. The exact same thing.
Yeah, you're seeing from when they first started to now the talent, not even just by the people they brought in, but their own talent has really learned the business as a group and just like, all right, let's elevate it now. Like I remember like when they first started, Jericho talking about like, you know, having to teach someone like, hey, we're on cable now, like, you know, let's be professional with this, but they stuck to their roots still.
You got to also remember though, a lot of these guys and girls had never been on national TV before.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like,
thing right there.
This is perfect for them. And I mean, they've had some. I mean, both brands have those fights sometimes where they're just like, okay, that was a botch. Okay, that was a mess up. That was a bad. But I hate when people are like, oh, look, that's why I don't watch AEW because they botched. I'm like, dude, I can look at Raw and SmackDown and find some botches. That Nia Jax Charlotte match was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all botch. Like I remember thinking just at the beginning of it, like when AEW first premiered, I was like, are they aiming for a WCW kind of vibe? Because like Jericho and all those older guys were coming, but now I see that it's completely different with the younger talent that they're adding to, right? So it feels completely different rather than like the regular WWE, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is also with AEW, they're also, unlike WWE, they're also building up a lot of the stars.
Yeah.
You take somebody, look at this match, for example. This matchup, if this was a WWE match, would be like the pre-show, the bathroom break. You wouldn't give a crap.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against WWE, believe me. It's just AEW, and I know everybody says, you know, the women's division AEW is not as strong.
Yeah.
I mean, this match so far has been a decent match.
I actually wanted to see this match. Usually, there's those women's matches where I'm like I said last time when I forgot what pay-per-view we did. I was like the Charlotte and Ripley one. I was like, I'm definitely using the restroom during that match. Like, I don't want to watch that again.
Oh yeah, I think you said that at SummerSlam too. I think, or it was the one.
Yeah, there's some matches, and it's weird because like AEW, they don't have to like. I feel like WWE builds their matches too much sometimes. Like, you're giving me them every single week. I don't even want to watch them now. Like these two, I mean, I haven't seen much on them. They kind of happen organically with them talking and mess to each other. This and that. And so it's like, okay, now I want to see it because you haven't over diluted it to me.
And I'm not saying like the entire women's roster in AEW is bad. The upper tier of the roster is great, but when you get to the mid and lower tier of the women's roster, they're not even close to the upper tier.
No.
Yeah.
But Nick, going back to what you were saying, sorry to cut you off here for a second. What you were saying before about the pay-per-view thing, WWE has 12 pay-per-views. They have one pay-per-view a month.
Yeah.
AEW has 4. They don't overdo it.
Yeah.
WWE, it seems like every other week it's this. I mean, how many pay-per-views have they done once and we've never seen them again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But AEW, that gives them the stories time to breathe and grow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
and they don't feel rushed. And it makes the TV shows actually mean more because you don't get a pay-per-view every single month. With
Right,
WWE, you can kind of miss the weekly TV shows and only watch the pay-per-view, and you know exactly what's been going on, and
Oh,
Yeah, and this was said before, but with WWE, you can easily catch up by watching 5 minutes on YouTube, right? It's like easy to
exactly.
catch up, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Or just go to Twitter and see everybody bitching and complaining.
Yeah.
exactly.
Right. All you need to do is that. Just Twitter. You'll see like, oh man, Roman Reigns won again. I hate the bloodline. And then you're like, oh, all right, I'm done.
No,
On
no,
nights
but
when I'm
like
at
I said
work.
before, that Finn Balor Roman Reigns match was pretty good. I like that match. They did a good job with that. I think.
Here's the funny part, though. I mean, Roman right now is probably the best storyline in
Yeah,
WWE,
definitely.
and that's where it ends.
yeah.
That's the
There's
only.
Dan. What's up, Dan?
What's up, Dan? Welcome.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, this is one pay-per-view where I mean, I can literally say like I was excited to watch.
Yeah.
Like other ones, I would be like, oh, it's Labor Day weekend, I'll go barbecue or something. This was one I was like, nah, I'm not missing it. Like I don't.
I'll put it this way: I have to be at work at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh no.
Oh no! This is one pay per view. Now I don't like buying pay per views because to me I've been with WWE. This one it's like I don't give a crap. I'm putting down the $50 because I know it's gonna be worth the $50. I mean, I left. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I wore the shirt today to work. Do you know how many people looked at me? They didn't say anything. I just went like this to me.
My God.
Oh man.
I'm like, I'm sitting there. At first, when it happened, I was like, "Why are you too sweet to me?" And then I looked. I said, "Oh, that's why."
It's funny. It's funny, like the wrestling community. Like when you go to events, like in cities, and you're there, like when people are like looking at you because your shirts you're wearing, but then you see those other wrestling fans, they're like, "Oh, what's up, man?" Or you're like, "Oh, okay, this is why I do it because we understand each other as a community." It's like, and I think now it's even better because I mean, you have your only AEW fans, your only WWE fans, and you have us that watch both. I mean, I don't watch Raw mainly, but
No, I watch both, but I mean, I already know what to expect from WWE, so my attention really goes to AEW kind of every week, right? I watch both. Yeah,
let's
I kind
see.
of know what to expect.
Charles says Rebel to turn on DMD.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
That's. I said that earlier. I said I don't think she'll turn completely, but I think you'll start to see the seeds planted.
Man, Statlander is strong.
She just lifted her like nothing.
Yeah, adjusted on the fly. Even didn't even have to set her back down. Nothing.
Let's see,
I've
Dan.
noticed that a few times where she's, displayed some good strength like that.
I like her. I'm a fan now. What's up, fan? Hope the pay-per-view goes good. It's been good. We're on our third match, bro. I mean, they've given us some bangers early, so
Yeah, it's been real good.
Which that would actually be a good match because Jamie Hayter's a big girl too and strong. Her and Statlander would have a pretty good match probably.
Yeah.
This is awesome, AEW. This is awesome.
Ooh.
Damn. See, picked her right up. Stood right up with her on her back.
Oh.
Nice. Yeah.
Them curb stomps, man. I love Orange Cassidy. He just has to stand there and.
Oh, Orange Cassidy is the best.
Wait, is he actually showing emotion right now?
Yeah. Oh, he is.
Holy crap!
Who's this guy? Everybody's like, what the?
Yeah, we're definitely loving this too. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is great.
Oh.
have a great show. Appreciate it, Dan. It's gonna be a long one tonight. So.
By the way, what happened on the pre-show? I know it was Jurassic Express.
They won.
Oh, they won? Okay.
Yeah, they won, yeah.
All right.
Hey, does anybody know, just a random thing here, but does anybody know what's going on with Sasha Banks?
She's supposed to be back next week.
Next
Yeah.
week, yeah?
Yeah, they're pushing that. The Garden show is going to be a big one.
Oh, the Garden. Oh, yeah, right. The Madison Square Garden show, right.
Yep.
So she's going to be there. Okay, perfect.
And I actually find it very.
Sorry?
No, I was going to say I find it very funny. I don't think they were able to sell out the Garden.
Yeah.
But AEW is going to be in Queens a few weeks.
Oh.
Ooh.
And they sold out.
Yeah, they sold out Arthur Ashe,
Yeah. And that's the funniest thing.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I'm asking is because I don't know about how you guys feel, but Sasha Banks to me is like the best, probably female wrestler or personality that WWE has. I don't know how you guys feel, but to me, she's the best, man.
I would agree with the only thing, let her be a heel.
Yeah. You think she's best as a heel, eh?
Yeah.
And
Go back to her NXT days.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
Wait, Baker, what the hell just happened?
and
She just hit Cole's move.
Ooh.
Did she tap out? Or I know she did the sunset flip, but did Statlander
that
tap
Panama
out?
or
Yeah.
like a last
Ooh.
shot, Panama Sunrise. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
this match had some nice parts of it, man.
That ended, I don't know.
Yeah, that was that's actually though that move that she does. I forgot who she did it on last time. It's one of their most viewed videos on Facebook, which is very like.
Oh no, I'm saying yeah, the move's effective, but I think that finish was a little rushed.
I think they should have had it in with shenanigans, so Statlander still looks strong in the defeat. But her tapping out and submitting like that without any shenanigans really going on,
Andrade
makes her look weak.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, seeing Andrade with Chavo is still tough for me to.
Yeah.
It's better than Vicky.
Oh,
But
definitely. Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Andrade can talk.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
That's what I mean. They'll bring Flair in and have Flair with him.
That's.
Oh, Ric Flair, yeah.
That's yeah.
see,
That's what they did in Mexico for the Kenny match a couple weeks back.
I actually think
Right.
Bailey's better than Sasha, and Michael goes better than Vicky. Man, when Vicky came out with him, I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
he has broken English. He does. Living in Houston, man, I hear a lot of English like that, broken English. So I'm used to it already, but I get it too.
Like,
Like,
why does everybody got to be the same? You know,
and I think that's I kind of like it though. I mean, like we said with Moxley, with Eddie Kingston, they're their own type of mold. And
My thing is this, though. To me, if you need to have a mouthpiece, you should be made to look indestructible. Wow. What I was going to say, though, look at every person AEW has paired with somebody. Lance Archer with Jake Roberts. That, to me, works perfect. Somebody like Andrade with Chavo, I don't see the connection there.
see, promos, Michael goes, promos are everything. People have to understand you.
Yeah.
The next match we got is it's one of my tag team Young Bucks versus Lucha Brothers, which I think is going to be One of the
That's a banger, bro. That's a banger.
yeah.
For real. For real. That's a banger.
The build up of this one was just so good.
Yeah.
Coming up next, Lucha Brothers against the Young Bucks.
Who's your guys' prediction for this one?
I believe I chose the Young Bucks. I believe so, yeah, if I remember correctly. But that may change. That may change. I might go with the Lucha Bros.
Man, it's a tough one to pick, to be honest with you, because they could do three different things. Lucha Brothers win it despite everything because there's no interference. They give it to Young Bucks for the same reason, or Young Bucks win because of some kind of crazy shenanigans going on despite the cage, because they've been building up the fact that the cage is going to keep everybody out. But as we know, that's not always the case.
Yeah.
So I think that something's going to happen. Like I would do it. Cole would come in during the match, help the Young Bucks win, reunite that little clique right there.
That makes sense, yeah. That could happen. For sure.
I was like, what are we watching it for that?
Isn't that what's his face? Mikey Ruckus, the guy who does the music.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's different. I like it. You're bringing the entertainment aspect of it to your pay-per-view, but
I will say this. I think this will probably be the best match of the entire show.
Oh yeah? It might be, yeah. The fact that it's in a steel cage reinforces the interest of it. So you might be right about that. I may disagree with you, yes. It may be the best match of the night.
Which, I mean, hell, these two teams could put on the match of the year, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
These two, okay, I like this entrance. They close to their roots. I mean, I love the Lucha Bros. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I feel like with AEW's like Spanish and like Latino like wrestlers, they're organic. It's like when it comes to WWE, like I'm like, bro, you're trying a little too hard, like just a bit, like.
No, it seems forced in WWE.
Yeah, you tell they're having more fun in AEW for sure. Is that Fuego back there as one of the dancers?
I think so.
I swear to God, they keep showing him. It looks like little Fuego under that mask. Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Dan said, who won already? The first match, Miro won. Then it was Jon Moxley, and then DMD, Britt Baker.
Yep. I'm 3-0 tonight.
Definitely pretty cool. They got their big Aztecian masks on.
But you realize this was a match 2 years in the making, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Tony Khan said that. He said he wanted to wait before he had these two teams go at each other again.
That's why I kind of feel like now's the time that they'll give the belts away to Lucha Bros. It's like you've built them up, the fan base is around them now. And I feel it's one of those things where it's like, okay, now let's pass it on.
Yeah.
I agree. And that would give, I think that would give Adam Cole, if it does happen, that would give Adam Cole more reason to join them or make it a lot easier for that to happen, right? So,
love the Elite.
It's going to be insane.
Yeah.
I mean, they might live on the top of the cage. I mean, Ray and Nick are going to just go balls out off that cage tonight. Those two, I could watch them in singles matches against each other for every day.
Same here.
You know their dad writes all their music, right? The Young Bucks.
Yep. Yep. Papa Buck.
Well, it's pretty good in that sense.
You guys been keeping up on the Carl Anderson saga past couple days?
Yeah, it's
I'm like, what did he say that was so damn bad? He said that their mental health program sucked. That's all he said. And boy, all them, WWE
Yeah,
nut
and
huggers,
everybody's
they
up
just
in arms about that, aren't
ran
they?
with it.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
was-
like, you can go, John.
no. Go ahead.
No, I said it's just weird. Like, to me, it's like you have these. I'm gonna just say WWE fans that are like, "Oh, you shouldn't say anything." It's like he spent time there. Like he's speaking on like people like Eddie Kingston. When Eddie Kingston went at him, I was like, "Okay, you don't have to do that, bro." But like people that have been there and felt
Yeah.
like I wasn't used right, or maybe I didn't get the help I needed, I'm gonna listen a bit to them because they're not just talking; they're saying what they want to say.
Yeah, they've experienced this stuff. Nick looks like a pirate tonight. Nick's definitely the strength of the tag team, though. Matt's lost a little bit in the past couple of years, but he's a little older than him. Plus, his body's been torn down a little bit more. But Nick, I mean, he's just something else. Probably the most athletic guy on the entire AEW roster.
Oh yeah. The crowd is so behind Lucha Bros. If they win, that thing is gonna go crazy. No problem, Dan will be here.
What? Sorry, just another random question here. So, what site do you guys use for streaming like WWE pay-per-view? Because the ones I use, they like go out like or black out like throughout halfway, right? So, just wondering.
A lot of times, if I happen to watch one, I just use it through Peacock.
Oh, Peacock. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
MVP and Nick Diaz.
Oh,
I think that's just
MVP Michael Venom Page, not
Yeah.
MVP WWE MVP.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of them MMA guys there tonight.
Yeah. I mean, what Mozgadov was there, right?
Masvidal was there with all that clique. That was awesome.
Boy in his bathrobe. Melanie, hello, welcome.
Hi, Melanie.
Hey, Melanie.
Ooh.
I was kind of surprised they didn't work Colt Cabana in somehow.
Oh yeah.
Which, I mean, they could have something during that CM Punk match since everybody knows they had a little bit of a beef there a few years back. But supposedly they made up and they're buddies again. So
Ooh.
This is one match. If I was an agent, I would love to be the agent for. You would have the easiest damn job. Just turn around and be like, yeah, guys, we'll give you guys 20, 25 minutes. Just go out there, have fun.
It's like it reminds me of like those old school tornado tag matches, like just straight go in there and just destroy each other.
Beat
Ooh.
them up. Yeah.
Just go in there, tell a story, and just don't kill each other. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
yeah, look. Oh wow,
Good luck to that.
nice. These two teams, man, they're definitely the top two teams in the entire company, and they have the best chemistry with each other too.
They remind me. Their chemistry reminds me of like when we talk about like New Day and the
And
Usos.
the Usos,
Yeah.
Like they just work so well with each other.
they've probably wrestled each other probably 100 times or more though around the world. Maybe more than that.
I was going to ask you guys, who do you guys think is the Young Bucks' best rivalry in AEW as far as tag teams?
Probably these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the build up for this. I mean, it's just it's organic. It's just you want to you want to see these two go at each other. I would watch these two go at each other almost every pay per view. I'd be fine with it. I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, but you know what's funny though? Look at not even just the Lucha Brothers. When the Young Bucks took on Jurassic Express, the same thing. You felt invested,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is something that AEW does great in, is they make you invested in the
yeah,
matches. Like realistically, like for example, look at the QT Paul White match. Is
Right.
anybody, if that was on WWE, that would be a 30-second match, 1, 2, 3.
Squash match. That would be a
Exactly.
squash
yeah.
match. Yeah.
But AEW makes it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
that's
trying to
probably
make
the one match on
it
this
feel
show.
important. Yeah. They're
I'm
trying
not
to make
really
it feel
into.
important.
But QT, I will say, QT has been doing some pretty awesome heel work the past few months. He definitely, everybody hates him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're supposed to say is right, QT Marshall.
Yeah. He even carries that over to Sammy's little YouTube vlog. He plays a heel even in his even backstage and stuff too. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He does not let it go at all.
It's called He Lives the Character. Ooh.
Ooh, man, it's just like this match is just.
Nonstop.
It's like a beautiful like just mixture. Like this is tag team wrestling. Like this is.
This would be what I would imagine as a tag team wrestling match. Yeah, it's perfect.
It's like, oh man.
Like we were saying earlier, it is kind of like old school ECW / WCW when they brought the luchadors and Japanese guys in and stuff. Different styles. Every match was a different style of match. So there was something for everybody to like about it.
All right, well, let me ask you guys this then. Let's say in the hypothetical world, Young Bucks retain tonight. Who do you guys think then would be the ones to take the titles off the Young Bucks if it's not going to be the Lucha Brothers?
Honestly, I would like them to build Santana Ortiz back up. I think,
Right.
but I'm a Santana guy. I think that he could make a legitimate run at a world title, and people would buy into it because we know his backstory with his mom and how they had to struggle and everywhere he came up from and stuff. So I think he would be a very easy baby face to get behind to a title run. I like them. I've always liked the LAX.
Nick, what about
I still
you?
call them LAX. That's what they'll always be to me.
Oh yeah.
But I think they're the one team that has actually probably got the short end of the stick since they've been in the company.
Who
Santana Ortiz.
Yeah, I mean, and they kind of were like a pillar when they created the what's it called, the Inner Circle. I loved them. I remember that was my Double or Nothing shirt was the first one I bought, but I bought an Inner Circle shirt like right with it. I was like,
yeah, to me, like they were the stars of that first Stadium Stampede, with the Matt Hardy shtick and all that stuff. To me, that was the highlight of the whole show.
These boys are putting on some great matches.
Plus, what makes these two teams so great is the fact that both teams are brothers. So they're literally wrestling almost as the same person. Just an extension of themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus, like I said, they've wrestled Mexico, Japan, California, in Ring of Honor. Everywhere that they've been, they've had to wrestle each other.
Yeah. I was like, oh man.
Like a lot of times it's the PWG stuff that I'm always like a huge fan of. Like in the past of all these guys, PWGs where they cut their teeth and where they were able to just go. Oh, nice. Like the Bola tournament in PWG every year is like as big as the G1 for New Japan. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of guys from other companies go there for that tournament at PWG, and it's always like 5-star match after 5-star match.
Well, I'll say this right now: if it wasn't for PWG and Ring of Honor, I don't know if we would have the wrestling we do right now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I was gonna say that too. You're right. I agree with that.
Think about how many guys, not even from AEW, how many guys came from WWE that came to WWE that made a name for themselves in PWG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it, John! You're bringing that. You're going to get them WWE fanboys all riled up saying that because they believe everybody started in WWE.
Oh yeah,
They're
sure.
AEW
Yeah.
hire WWE guys. Well, what about
Yeah.
the fact that 95% of those guys were Ring of Honor right before they went to WWE?
So I guess, and I shouldn't say that if it wasn't for Ring of Honor, there'd be no Seth Rollins,
Kevin
Don't
Owens,
say
Sami
that.
Zayn.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
No, bro. They started in WWE. Hey,
Oh yeah.
You didn't know that?
that's why
Oh.
we were talking about earlier. Like, I don't get how guys leave WWE and then they suck now. Like, oh, Moxley sucks. I'm like, dude, you were rooting for him whenever he was champion in SmackDown. Stop lying. Like,
Oh,
that was a nice hit.
Awesome.
Oh, he pulled a Miro. Ah, I ain't mad at it,
The
though.
ref might come into play during this match too, because the whole idea that he's on their payroll for the Young Bucks payroll because he
Oh, yeah.
ref every match.
I ain't mad at the heels though. Like, man, if you get a nut check in there, get a nut check in. Hey, I'm doing whatever I can to win. Man, their moves are just so beautiful. Oh,
Yeah, every
ooh,
move's a high impact move.
Perfect.
ooh.
Amazing.
Oh shit! Meltzer drive. Nope. Now that's a nut check right there. Am I that far behind you guys?
Yeah.
Damn. See what I mean? That sucks because I remembered you saying it a second ago once I started saying it.
And that's why, like, I figured you were behind me a bit. And so whenever I got, like, shocked and then John got shocked and Costa, then you were just chilling. I was like, there's no way he's not where I'm at right now.
Yeah, Suzuki, once that theme hit, I was definitely like, oh, God.
Lucha
Lucha
Bros.
That's even one of my
Bros.
favorite themes
Yeah.
because it's kind of so dramatic and, like, totally not him at all. To me, he's more heavy metal. But no, that theme of his is real operatic and melodic and everything. It's pretty cool. And the crowd in Japan, they sing every word to it,
You gonna get it over? Oh, nice throw.
That would have been called a botch, folks, had he missed a kick.
Yeah.
Oh, is he seriously doing what I think he's about to do?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but the Lucha Bros just made me think of somebody else that was released that would be a good fit here.
This boy got thumbtacks on a shoe.
That's different.
Lawn dart, nice.
Is he bleeding or is that paint?
That's pain. I was just thinking the same thing.
I was like, that's a lot of blood if that's real blood.
Who's the better stooge, Brandon Cutler or Patterson and Briscoe? Because Brandon Cutler's definitely stepping up his game as the stooge character. Like my favorite one was when he took the flare to Luchasaurus during that match a couple weeks ago, because I instantly knew it was Jurassic Park, and he was doing this like trying to distract Luchasaurus with the flare. That was awesome. Damn, I seen the episode they bought them shoes. Those shoes are like $800. And they did it just to
Hey, this Chicago crowd is everything that it needed to be. Like the environment is perfect.
Ooh,
I always loved it when they would go to Chicago like the
Oh.
night after WrestleMania, because that crowd would go ape shit bananas.
But wrestling's fake, right? Wrestling's fake. Thumbtacks. Those thumbtacks are fake.
Actually,
those are
thumbtacks
rubber.
was one of the things that, like, when Jericho was going down the list, like, I think the first thing he said that was real is thumbtacks. How in the hell can you fake thumbtacks? There's no
Yeah.
way.
Exactly.
He's busted open.
Yeah, he busted open.
And you can't.
Yeah, that's okay. That's blood. That's real blood. All right.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen thumbtack shoes, man. I mean,
That would hurt.
I think it's the first time I've ever seen that. Holy crap.
Yeah, that boy's busted open, man. Ooh.
Oh, man, you can see the points sticking out of those and everything. They're just slamming their face right into it.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Whatever match follows this, I'm sorry.
Yes. This
It'll
is
probably be the QT and Big Show match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh, my God. His face stuck into the shoe.
I told you, bro.
Wow, that is really far behind.
Oh, my
Yeah, you're
God.
good. Good little chunk, bro.
You're good. Sorry.
That's what I
It's all
said.
good.
I hate these streams because, I mean, even just regular live TV, I'll be watching it and people on Twitter are just posting stuff left. And I'm like, wait, I haven't even come close to seeing that yet.
Yeah.
And I'm watching live TV. I don't understand.
I remember last time I was watching like a baseball game or something, and everybody's cheering, and I'm like, man, what the heck happened? Like, it's live on the cable, and it just still was behind. I was like, come on, man. Like, I don't even want to cheer now. Ooh. Ooh.
You know what's funny? We were talking before about tag teams in AEW. The one tag team that I think got screwed big time, and it was to their own doing, was the Acclaimed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, Thomas goes, how many matches have been on? We've had Miro and Eddie Kingston. John Moxley won the second match. Britt Baker won the third. So this is the fourth.
Yeah. And by the way, Nick, it's Britt Baker, D.
And
D.
Let me give her her respect. My bad. The chat. She deserves it. She deserves it. She would have told me that. Dang, he's gashed open too.
Only person I know who can break your teeth and then fix your teeth right after.
Yeah.
Man, those boys don't even have masks to absorb the.
Oh, you're gonna see it. His face is gashed, bro. Older brothers going at it now from both sides. I like it. These boys, yeah, whoever goes after these guys, good luck.
That's right. To me, you put Paul White and QT.
I wonder, do you think like Paul White gets beat up and somebody else debuts for him, or
Nah.
he's gonna
It
fight?
might just end up being a numbers game because now Billy Gunn turned on him the other night. So
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I got it. Full gear. Billy Gunn, Paul White.
probably.
Yeah.
50-year-old.
Sorry.
Oh, is he gonna do it?
Which Billy Gunn might be 60.
Yeah, but think about it this way.
But he is-
2021. Would
Look
you
at how
even
good shape
think?
he's in for 60 though, man.
Oh, I know.
Holy shit.
But here's my thing. 2021. Do you even think that would have been possible to even think of?
No. Paul White and Billy Gunn both in the same company wrestling. No.
These four guys are putting their body on the
Man,
line for
I
this.
knew it. I wasn't expecting this thumbtack shoe, but I knew it was going to be a banger.
My thing would be this.
Right candidate right here.
Kind of to play fantasy booker right now. Let's say Lucha Brothers win. Wouldn't have the Young Bucks be on AEW this week. Sell the injuries. from the match.
Oh yeah. Which Matt's always selling an injury anyway. So
Uh-huh.
Matt's always selling an injury anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So.
But I'm just saying, you don't have them be on TV.
And see, I don't think they'll lose just for the fact that I think they'll all lose at the same time. Kenny and the Bucks will kind of lose their titles all at the same time, and it'll start splintering the group a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, but you realize that could happen tonight.
Yeah, it could. But I don't think they give Christian the title.
No.
This is. Oh. Yeah, this is probably going to be one of those match of the year nominations for sure.
Definitely.
They got my vote so far. Right? But let me see what everybody else does tonight, because this. Oh.
Hell, and it's probably still got another 10 minutes before they build to the finish.
Oh. Yeah, these guys here, like. Oh man, worth every penny I spent today. Hey, just from this right here.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I tell people is when people turn around because they just said it to me at work today, they're like, "You're going to pay $50." I go, "For an AEW pay-per-view? Absolutely."
Yeah, there hasn't been one AEW pay-per-view that hasn't delivered.
Exactly. They've all delivered, all of them.
I mean, yes, is it a little steep? $50? Yes. But look at the matches you're getting.
And I feel I want my $10 back from $5 now from Peacock sometimes after the WWE pay-per-views. I'm like, dude, that was not worth $5.
Well, you miss half the damn stream has sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be all glitchy or it'll just go.
Oh gosh, they are
the stream messes
terrible.
up sometimes. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want the stream to work perfect though. Crown Jewel, Nick's favorite pay-per-view.
No,
Goldberg versus Lashley.
It's because there'll be less traffic, so it'll work like a charm.
I'm gonna be at work teaching, so I don't have to watch that.
Yeah, but you know you're going to be looking at your phone going, "What happened?"
No,
But
I'll give live updates for sure.
On Friday.
It was just dumb. Like they're like, oh, he's like, I don't want the championship. I want his soul. I'm like, bro, come on,
man. He's too old for that.
Yeah, we've seen you already. Like, bro, you can't do. Oh my gosh, is he gonna do this?
Oh,
that's what I mean, man. They still have to build to a big finish, like off the top or something.
Just wait.
John, I know John's where I'm at. Are you looking closer?
Yeah.
Oh,
I won't ruin it for you, Si. I won't ruin it, but oh man, okay, I was about to say.
Oh, hold on. Oh no.
Oh man, okay, I was about to say if he jumps from that. I mean, I don't know these guys are crazy. So
Phoenix or Nick or both of them's got to come off the top of the cage.
What?
Oh shit.
Oh shit! He's telling him, get up there and do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, boy.
Si's like, I hate this.
I know what's getting ready to happen. Once he told him to go up there.
Yeah.
Oh man. That was a match right there.
Definitely.
That boy's gashed open, man.
Okay, now here's the next thing now. Who do you build up to go after Lucha Brothers?
Oh, I knew it. Okay, now I'm getting to the finish, guys.
That's why I didn't say anything yet.
I was thinking both of them had to go up there.
I was like, man, let me let Si finish it real quick. And
yeah.
Because I know there's probably a few fans watching too. They're like, man, I'm way behind. Hey. Yeah. Let's see. That's tough.
Nick, next time we do these live reaction shows, we should put in the thing, caution, may contain spoilers.
Yes. I know. Yeah. I mean, they need to stay off Twitter then and everything. Like, that's the reason why on the Facebook, though, I don't usually post, like, who wins. Because I know there's fans all around the world that watch when they wake up and this and that. And
man, Penta is sliced open like damn.
That boy, it's like they got that pizza cutter and just
Yeah, but you know what's funny though? One thing I like
That's what I
though,
said when he slammed his face into the chute, it just stuck there.
but
His
look at what
face
the
just
emotion
stuck.
though. The emotion with the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks.
yeah.
This to me is two teams that just went to war
Yeah.
with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful match. Like,
And there's no doubt that they're the two best teams. I will not listen to anybody that tries to say the Young Bucks ain't a great tag team. I mean, they are a great, great tag team, one of the best of all time. There's no doubt about it. Every match, big match, they steal the show every time, every match.
yeah.
In Japan, they did it all the time. I mean, them against KO and El Generico, Sammy, whatever you want to call him, those matches always stole the show. I mean, they have nothing but great, excellent match. Them against Kenny and Hangman.
Oh yeah.
One of the
Beautiful.
greatest tag matches of all time. I mean, I
Here's-
won't listen to anybody say they ain't a great tag team.
Here's my thing also. You want to make the Young Bucks even more hated? Don't have them come out with a BTE tomorrow. Have them right on Twitter. We're protesting this week. We're not going to come out with BTE because of what happened.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen. Like Kenny might even, like if he wins tonight, he might start getting in their ass saying, you know, they're not picking up their, and like Gallows and Anderson are still Impact champs.
Oh, beautiful.
So, you know what I mean? That'd be a way for them to split away and maybe bring Cole in.
Keep crying. Dang. That's,
Yeah.
that's
Well, I was
beautiful.
gonna say now. Do we see dissension now within the elite?
That's what I'm saying. I'm guessing that.
He just gave his daughters a hug and everything. They got blood all over them, bro.
It could even be Hangman that splinters him. Hangman coming back and going to the Bucks and saying, "Look, man, I want you to know the reason I started getting all this drunk all the time is because of you guys, man. Yeah, I felt you guys abandoned me, you know, that kind of thing." But then, because on the BTE show, they were trying to call Hangman and somebody stole Hangman's phone, and that was the big cliffhanger. Well, it turned out it was Matt Hardy, but they should have paid it off a little different. But that's what actually split Hangman and the Young Bucks up, was them not coming out to the ring with him again in his world title match.
It's funny. I'm not somebody who likes to buy wrestling shirts. Obviously, yes, I have the AEW one right now, but the one I would buy is the one Eddie Kingston wore to the ring tonight.
That's awesome. Their family coming out, and
That was a dope
daughters
shirt.
are crying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't care what anybody says. This is their chosen profession, man. You know what I mean? They've reached the pinnacle of their chosen profession. There's something to be said about that. I don't care what their profession is, what you think of their profession.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's why. Yeah, I think honestly, like the beauty of it is not everybody, like we've said, is a WWE guy or girl, and this opened the door for a ton of these athletes to do what they love on another platform that is meant for them.
Yeah, exactly. With people actually seeing what they do.
Yeah. I said, I'm still so mad at myself I didn't go to that live show in Houston.
I know. I expected you to
I was
be there,
so
man.
bad, dude.
That's why I messaged you and was like, "Nick, you there?" And he was like, "No, they was."
All my friends were there sending me videos of them singing Judas and everything. I'm just at home like, why did I not go? Like, and it's because they was sold out. Like on my end, it said it was sold out, and everybody's like, "Nah, bro, there's still tickets." I'm like, "Don't even tell me that." Like, I was ready to scream and lose my voice for Sting and everything.
Well, I'm actually lucky. I have 2 opportunities to go to AEW shows. I have the one in Queens that I'm still contemplating about going. Then I have the one December 8th
Oh yeah,
at the Islanders new arena.
Man, they're really trying to invade WWE territory, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
But
There's
that's something that they were able to sell out Arthur Ashe, but WWE wasn't able to sell out the Garden Show.
Yeah.
That's strange. That shows that there's like a changing of the guard coming.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. See. Okay.
Which,
Here we
isn't
go.
Arthur Ashe outdoor?
They do have a roof,
Okay.
but yes, it is outdoors.
That'd be
But
cool.
after the rain we just got a couple days ago, the roof doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
Next
that'd
match.
be cool to go to the outdoor show there.
Next match we got is the Casino Battle Royale.
Lion.
Who do y'all got winning this?
If Ruby debuts, I think they'll let her win it. But if not, it's going to be Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Thunder Rosa. Yeah.
Yeah, they're setting up Baker Rosa 3.
I want to go with my girl Jade, but I know she ain't winning, so I'm gonna go with Ruby.
Nick, I like her too. Man, I don't even want to say. But she's still so
she's so raw. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why in
yeah.
my head I'm like, it's not gonna happen.
Nah.
But
like, don't do her like that. You know what I mean?
WWE would have threw her to the wolves.
Make sure she's ready.
Yeah, definitely.
How many women are in this
like
match?
A brick shit house. I mean, she's
21. I
she's
think
definitely
it's
the most athletic.
So we got to get through 21 people coming out to the ring right now.
Nick, it's the same setup like the Battle Royal that they do in Double or Nothing.
I know. I figured it was, but it's been a long.
Some of our
weekend.
people might not know. That,
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people though that were watching that are like kind of new to, I guess, AEW, because I mean you have, of course, the CM Punk fans that are coming in, and
the chick magnet brought him with him.
Yeah.
He was even on SportsCenter a lot this week, or ESPN a lot.
Yeah, he's been doing the rounds.
Which I even said that. I was like, wow, so now they're pushing AEW on ESPN. What's that going to do with the relationship between WWE and ESPN? And
exactly. That's another thing to take.
Because I think we all know if WWE is one thing, it's a jealous, protective of their own shit company. You know what I mean? They're definitely very jealous. They don't want somebody else getting any publicity on a platform that they, get publicity for. I think they've done her dirty too, by the way, just to throw that out there. She carried the women's division through the pandemic, and then all of a sudden she's not even on TV.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I think they should have let her at least have the crowds back for a few big matches before they took the title off of her, just as a reward, you know what I mean? For being the one, she's from Japan. She didn't have to stay here and work and carry those matches and those shows and stuff, but she did. She sacrificed. She should have been rewarded a little bit more better.
I love Abaddon. Creepy as hell, but I love it. I love the contacts. I love it all. Like,
yeah, she's a scary freaking woman, man. On BTE, they've been pushing her as like going to try to come between Peter Avalon and that other librarian chick that he used to come out with and stuff.
Oh yeah, Leva Bates.
Yeah, but then they did it like 2 weeks and then just dropped the whole angle.
Let's see. Michael says Thunder Rosa. He says watch for Ruby Soho to be the Joker entry. And then he says, I think
if Ruby ain't going to be the Joker, I'll throw out Tessa Blanchard.
Her
daddy's there, so I mean,
yeah.
Okay. If they have, because you know how with this they have two surprises, they have some surprises. I think
one of the women did get pulled. Oh, Julia Hart.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a replacement for her. So you might be right. There could be two surprises.
What about that tag team that was in WWE? Peyton Royce and
Iconics.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I said earlier today. I was like, ooh. They revamped it. I love
shortly. I mean,
I love the Iconics. Their arrogance and like their stuff. I loved it. I mean,
and she's another one whose spouse is in AEW already.
And the hometown girl is gone.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, they blew her.
But they can do well in Impact too, because Impact does have a women's tag team championship. So the Iconics could end up in a company like Impact and still be able to work in AEW too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I said I could see somebody signing with Impact and coming out today, like, hey, come out today and
make their presence felt.
Like a Braun Strowman. I think even though he's new with Impact, probably he might make some AEW appearance. Because to me, that's something else that's kind of missing from the AEW. We've talked about Bray with the creativity and the entertainment aspect, but they don't really have a lot of like monsters. You know what I mean? Like Lance Archer is one of their bigger dudes, you know?
Yeah.
And I think they need more big, humongous guys that, you know,
Well, here's the thing also. I know there's been
can
that joke.
contrast a lot of these smaller flippy guys, they call them,
Yeah.
you know.
You could also have. I know there was a joke going on for a while of having Braun Strowman work with John Silver.
Man, I'm a John Silver fan, man. John Silver to me, I mean, holy crap. He is short.
All right,
But that dude is thicker than crap, man. And he is strong for his size and moves good in the ring and everything. So I'm a big John Silver fan. I would love for some big guy like Strowman to put him
next group
as like a giant killer, like Jack the Giant Slayer or something.
Join darkorder.com. Yeah. They're gonna save the big surprises.
Oh yeah.
Anna Jay's back too, so she was announced to be in this match as well.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh, she's the next one in. Man, she's one that was gaining momentum before she got injured too. But she's another one that's like real young and has time to develop into like an elite level star. And I still say I'm still pushing Jungle Boy heel turn into the Shawn Michaels prick type character, but have his old lady Anna Jay with him by his side just to piss all the little fanboys off even more. You know what I mean? Put them two together like they are in real life and have them come out and be heels together.
Yeah,
that works.
Yeah, they just throwing them out like nothing. See, Calvin said I just had to stop by and say that tag team match might have been match of the year.
Yes, Calvin, I agree 100%.
I'm with you, Calvin.
Yeah, somebody better come out today and do some crazy stuff to beat that. You better bring 2 Nike shoes with thumbtacks.
No, Michael, Jungle Boy, I'm not saying he's turning heel yet, but eventually they got to do it. They have to pull the trigger eventually on a Jungle Boy heel turn in order just to develop him more in this business, bring his character more substance. You know what I mean? He can't be Jungle Boy forever. He's going to be Jungle Man eventually. And then what are you going to call him? You know what I'm saying? You going to really call him Jungle Man? No.
If this is WWE, then yes.
I was about to say, WWE would have been like amazing name right there. So Rays with Jungle Man.
Yeah.
Give him the Tarzan theme song.
Exactly. See, and that's what I think. I like him now and having that way for another year or so, you know, but eventually like just have him disappear for a little bit. And then when he comes back and everybody thinks he's going to be a face again, have him do the turn, be heel, come out. I'm pretty, I'm famous. My dad was a Hollywood star, you know, all this stuff. And here's my beautiful girlfriend too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? That right there, that adds more to it. He could take that. And I keep saying the Shawn Michaels thing, but it's not, I wouldn't say it would be exactly like that. You know, I wouldn't have him being like flamboyantly acting. I would just have him be like straight up, you know, like I'm better than you, kind of like MJF, but not necessarily have to say it. You look at the kid and know, damn, he's got a better life than I do. You know what I mean? And that's enough for you to actually hate him and him be a heel. Because we know crowds are fickle. Eventually, they might get sick of the whole Jungle Boy shtick.
Yeah, you know I mean, especially as you start bringing talent up. I mean, and you're going to have to compete with those characters. I think at some point you're going to have to revamp yourself. I mean, everybody revamped themselves. The Rock did it. Stone Cold. You had Shawn Michaels. Undertaker even did it. It's like at some point you become stale. And until it hits that legendary status, then you're kind of like, all right, what else can I do?
You're 100% right. You hit it on the head. The guys that have lasted the longest and have been the top guys the longest are the ones that continuously reinvent themselves and bring out a different aspect.
I see Calvin goes, yeah, Jungle Boy can't be a main event draw in my opinion. I think a heel turn like Shawn makes sense.
Yes, that's when he'll take that next step to being in the main event, title contender, maybe champion is when he becomes a heel.
Thunder Rosa.
Let's go.
Let's do it. I love
Speaking of WWE though, who came up with it? Which creative person in there came up with the name Dude Drop for even a restart? Yeah,
I love
that's a
Penelope Ford.
that's a weird name there.
Which you guys might not be able to remember the original Beverly Hills 90210, but a lot of us dudes did kind of hate on Luke Perry. I mean, because he came in and he was instantly the biggest star in Hollywood because that show, and everybody just thought he was so great and everything. So a lot of us young dudes kind of hated on him, So it would be easy to kind of start hating on his son. But I remember meeting him when he came to because I live in Indiana and we have James Dean Fit Days here. It's a big festival. People from around the world come and pay tribute to James Dean. Cool. And they used to try to compare Luke Perry to James Dean back when he first came out. So he came to the show, to the festival and stuff, and I met him here in Indiana. He was actually nice.
Parks, Thunder Rosa, Penelope Ford, Rio, Jamie Hyder. Got a few. Let's see.
Rio. She's another one they kind of did dirty.
Maybe in a few years after he develops more of a heel turn would work. Calvin goes, thoughts on Ruby being the Joker. I mean, most of us agree that she's probably coming out. I mean, if she don't come out today, then it's like y'all said, the New York show she's coming, but
or why not have her come out at the Fallout show next week? Or this coming week.
I say if she don't debut tonight, she debuts in New York.
Yeah.
Because of that whole video vignette stuff she's been doing. But like someone said, she can get from New York to Chicago pretty easily. She ain't got to just be stranded in New York just because her video has her stranded there.
You see her pull up in like a Joker taxi cab. And
you know what? That would actually kind of fit in with her character shtick and stuff, The kind of oddball, punk rock type person,
Let's see. Michael goes, AEW desperately needs a cruiserweight type title.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe not yet, but there's a lot of their guys that are already cruiserweights, so it would be like, would they all be competing for the cruiserweight title? Would none of, because like probably 90% of the roster is under 205.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do know that they are definitely going to be introducing trios titles sometime within the next few months. So there'll be what we used to call 6-man titles.
That's a big New Japan thing.
Yeah. And there could be several teams. They got so many factions that there could be several teams going for those titles,
It's funny. I got nothing against Nyla Rose, but I really hope they don't have her win tonight. You want to talk about somebody that's getting really stale?
I mean, what's crazy though is, as big as she is, she's still better in the ring than Nia Jax, and Nia Jax has been doing it for longer, and it's supposedly in her bloodstream and all that.
I was telling you guys, Nia Jax, he injures people like most of the time, man. It's not.
Yeah, always hurting somebody in real life. Like some people, they're even putting out this narrative that match with Charlotte the other night turned into a shoot fight, and that's why it was kind of ugly. And I could buy that because shoot fights are kind of ugly. There's nothing pretty about a real fight, really.
It was just terrible to watch. When I changed the channel to it, I was like, "What am I watching?" Like,
and because no matter what, man, Nia Jax would manhandle almost every one of them.
Yeah.
The only one I'd put maybe Baszler because she has a real fighting background, and Rousey when Rousey was there. Like I don't care what any of them said. None of them bitches wanted to mess with Rousey.
No. Yeah, you could tell there. That's why she was kind of isolated with her own self.
Yeah, exactly. They welcomed her at first, but then turned on her backstage real quick.
Yeah.
And she was nothing but respectful at first, and then once people started turning on her, it became like heel Rousey, you know what I mean?
Oh, my girl Jade. I'm rolling with her till the wheels.
Speaking of someone that has improved and like raised their game so much, and she was in NXT, and that's why they let her go. Ty Conti, she has definitely elevated her game over the past year.
Yes, sir.
I think we're almost at the end with this match of who.
Yeah, they're flying through this match.
What was that, John?
No, I think we're almost at the end though. If I remember correctly, because Realistically, the only one that would be left now would be the Joker.
Calvin, that's a lot of people do agree with you on the too many stables. But if they introduce a 6-man championship, that'll help out with that a lot, actually. It'll give those stables something to actually fight for.
Let's see.
But
Michael
man, back when WWE and WCW were going at each other and it was the most competitive, they were flooded with stables. Like everybody was in a faction in the stable.
Yeah.
I mean, even what was it? The Mexicools or whatever.
Yeah.
They had them come out and riding lawnmowers and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that wouldn't fly in 2021. That's for
No,
damn
a lot
sure.
of the stuff, yeah, you look back at it, you're like, wow, this was on TV. And that's why I said, like, me being a kid growing up in it, I never understood my mom being like, you're not watching that. And now as an adult, I'm like, oh, I
That's why
get
she
why.
didn't want me.
I was that kid doing the DX, you suck it to my teachers in elementary and 5th grade. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
There's
Let's
so
see.
much stuff that would not even come close to making it to TV nowadays, man. I mean, so much. Even the hand with Mae Young thing, they'd be like, "No, man, we ain't putting that on TV now. There ain't no way."
Ooh,
Which
my girl
Peacock had
Jade,
went
I love
through
her.
the library and trimmed a bunch of that stuff out of the older library of what they've posted to WWE, which kind of sucks because then you can't get nostalgic and remember stupid moments that.
Yeah, I hate Peacock.
That's why you have YouTube.
I absolutely despise Peacock. Man. They ruined everything for me.
Let's see. So Michael goes Lucha Bros and Andrade to be future trios champion after the Lucha Bros turn heel.
Possibility. Lucha Bros might turn heel coming up this week or next week or two when Pat comes back, because they might like look at it like, you know, this was our big moment and you weren't even there and you're supposed to be our buddy and this and that and the other. They might show backstage something tonight where Andrade's like bringing him a bottle of champagne or something and douse like he's participating. That's how I would do it. I would write Andrade going in there, giving them gifts, congratulations, boys, and Pac not be there at all. That's easy. That writes itself right there.
They're taking.
But do you kill that goodwill?
Oh, she's here! Ah! Ruby!
Hey.
Ruby's getting to come out, ain't she?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I didn't want to ruin it for
See,
you.
man.
Yeah, she just,
I mean, I'm like
versus
2 minutes
Jade.
behind you guys.
Ooh!
Jesus. Yeah, here she is.
Her
Awesome.
versus Jade right now.
Awesome.
There you go.
She's getting a great applause too, and she deserves it. She's soaking it all in. And so you can see the emotion on her face. I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Ooh!
Nice. Good. She deserves it. Because even people that only know her from her WWE run are missing so much. I mean, she did so much and had so much success on the independent scene.
Let's see. Justin asked, "Who thinks Tristan Cage will beat Kenny Omega?"
No
No.
way.
I think it's
Not-
gonna be Kenny.
See, Ruby Soho, yes, Michael. She's here. WWE kind of messed up. She could have been main event in a division that needs some life.
Yeah, definitely some new blood. I mean, I think people are finally getting sick of the whole 4 horsewomen dominating all the time, especially Charlotte. I see so much hate for Charlotte, and I'm like, but she's legitimately probably the best that they got. And I mean, you're hating on her for it? Are they supposed to not push their best forward in the main event? That's exactly what they're supposed to do.
Yep.
But I think that people have seen it so many times that we're just like looking for something new. But yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Do I agree with them giving her 12 title reigns already? No, because 7 of them have lasted a week or less, probably. So I mean,
Yeah, that's it.
purposely inflating her numbers to where she can get to her dad.
Yeah, definitely.
No, Calvin, I personally want Paige Omega too, just to pay off that story. But Paige might be out for a while. He's having a kid. That's why he's missing this show and why he's been out.
Yeah.
And he's said he wants to enjoy some time with that for a little while. So they could go with Omega Danielson and then bring Paige back. But definitely, I personally feel the best way to go forward would be Paige being the one that takes the title from Kenny.
I agree.
That way, it's one of your guys. It's not an old WWE guy. Nobody can talk smack. Plus, you're paying off a story, building the new star that you've been pushing, that the crowd's behind. It just makes more sense for Paige to be the guy that beats Kenny.
Yeah, I agree, Si. I agree.
I agree on that. Let's see. Justin goes, look what the WWE did to Bianca Belair. Not to trash Becky, but Bianca carried SmackDown's women's division. I did not like that squash match at all.
Yeah, we were talking about it on our show how much we didn't like that they did her dirty.
I was gonna bring that up to you guys. Yeah, that 26-second match at SummerSlam, that's disrespectful, man. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, it was. That was come on, that crowd was ready to go hyped for them, and it just. Nah.
Yeah,
because that's a match you want to see. Legitimately want to see that match, and you got to a few seconds of it. They ruined. I mean, they could have literally had a moment right there where SummerSlam actually became worth watching.
Exactly.
To be honest, we watched it, and 90% of that show was not worth watching.
Yeah, except for Brock coming out and all that stuff. But yeah.
And Edge's entrance.
Edge, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Brute entrance was crazy. Yeah.
Which supposedly Gangrel was going to do something with the AEW. And
I have a hard time believing that, though. I think he's lying a little about that.
Good evening, David. Welcome for coming into the stream, bro.
To go back to what Justin said, man, they really. And then what they do? They brought freaking Carmella and Zelina back out, to try to steal a title shot again from the person that actually does deserve it, Bianca, and even Liv. They kind of made her look kind of bad by saying that she deserved a title shot when she came out because, she hasn't even been there. So how does she deserve a title shot?
They did mess up Liv's momentum there. Yeah.
Let's see. Michael goes, they kind of killed the Omega Hangman storyline.
I don't know. I think they'll pay it off. It'll pay off.
Calvin goes, I feel like if they don't strike while the iron is hot, then Paige is going to lose some steam, but his kid means more.
And see, in the old days when we didn't have internet and people didn't know what was going on in people's real lives and stuff, that probably would have been true because it would have cooled him off when he was at his hottest. But the fact that people know that he's away because he's having a kid and stuff because of the internet and stuff, I think that'll make him even more endearing,
Yeah.
Because people warmed up to Mox even more once, he left for a few weeks having that child and stuff. So it kind of kept him in the public eye. Man, these two girls are just smacking the crap out of each other.
Thunder Rosa and Ruby are going at each other.
Regardless of who wins, they'll probably end up having a solo match coming up here in the next week or two just to play off of them being the last two in the ring.
Yeah. Let's see. Michael goes, that is a true story. Tony Khan even paid him anyway.
Yeah, talking about Gangrel. Yeah. That was crazy.
Oh, it is a true story. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. It even happened. Gangrel he waited though until somebody else said he didn't want to just put it out there and tell everybody because he was even congratulating Edge on the entrance and everything during the SummerSlam event. And then it was like a week or so later where the story leaked and Gangrel had to confirm, we was going to do something.
Okay, yeah, because it was kind of weird to me how it came out right after that happened, right? I thought it was kind of but yeah, okay, it's true that I didn't even realize that it was true. So thanks for.
Justin goes, getting too repetitive. They're not developing new stars. I already know he's talking about WWE with that one. That's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's talking about
That's true.
WWE, definitely.
That's true.
And see, Bianca is a star, and everybody loves
She's a
Bianca.
star,
And
and
then
so
you
is
went and killed her.
yeah.
Oh man, they have talent. They just don't know how to. What?
No.
What?
Wow.
Judging by your guys' reaction, I'm going to say something like they hit the ground at the same time.
No, we got a clear winner.
Oh, okay. Because that would have been kind of cool. Because that would have led to something in the future.
I think we may see something happen.
Let's see. Justin goes, you think Moxley will keep working with New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Yeah.
Probably yes.
Yeah, exactly, Sai.
Wow, I'm actually right about something.
Yeah, Ruby.
My wife will be surprised at that one.
Ruby Soho wins.
Perfect.
Now we have the one of the matches I was looking forward to a lot.
Charo, the winners so far have been Miro, kept the TNT title. John Moxley won. Britt Baker, DMD won. Lucha Bros won the titles from the Young Bucks. And then Ruby Soho debuted and just came out and won the women's casino battle royale match.
I could see, I don't know why, but I could see somehow Baker turns around on Wednesday
No problem.
on Dynamite and turns around and says, cuts a promo and will turn around and say something to the extent of, Ruby, I'm not giving you this match. You just came in. You didn't deserve this.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll play on that. You ain't been here. I've been here the whole time carrying the show and all that. I'm sure that'll come into play. But
what?
No
match.
That boy, he took it old school. Break the walls down.
But actually, I don't think they'll let Ruby win the title from Britt. It's going to be Thunder Rosa that takes it from Britt. It's got to be. It's got to come full circle back to that match that they had. I don't think.
What? Oh, this got to be a.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Now it makes sense. I was like, even the crowd got like, what the heck? That was good. I give him that. That was a good spoof on all of us. See, Michael says, I guess they're going to have Ruby take the title off of Britt, which is the wrong move. Yeah, I don't agree with. I think
what you guys were talking about now.
Yeah, you saw it. Yeah,
here's
out with the Chris Jericho's last match and everything. He got me with the countdown though.
That would have been like confirmation he's losing. He came out to that.
Yeah.
Crazy idea. Full gear. Thunder Rosa, Ruby Soho, Britt Baker, triple threat.
MJF is so great, man. He is so great.
This boy MJF. Hold on. I'm sorry, John. This boy MJF is arguing with fans. I just love the heel that he is. Like, people are flicking him off in the stands, bro. It's like you just have fans just flicking him off. And it was just MJF came out with his thing talking about the countdown like Jericho did, and then basically said Jericho's last match.
I think he's probably. I mean, man, he's so old school heel, and that's why I like him.
I love him.
Because I mean, he's a heel everywhere.
Flicking him off, dude.
Yeah, he'll flip off a little 5-year-old kid, and while that kid's crying, the kid's dad's laughing his ass off over it. You know.
Yeah.
I love that. Look, he's in their face like. I mean, that's old school. I mean.
Yeah. That's what I said. He's in those fans' face, like just straight, just talking shit to him, like.
Yeah, like old school Shawn Michaels kind of.
Like Dick the Bruiser used to piss people off so bad he would end up fighting them in the restroom after the matches when they would come through town. and I know Dick the Bruiser is probably more old school than you guys are, but I mean, he was legit. He would be 65 years old, and after his match, because he ran the company around here, after his match, he'd be fighting dudes in the bathroom.
Where would you rank Judas as like an entrance? Like,
It's got to be top
Ooh.
5.
Top 5, yeah, definitely top 5, yeah.
like when this comes on, like
The fan reaction is crazy.
Yeah.
bro. Crazy.
And now, of course, Cult of Personality is one of the top 5 too.
Oh,
But
yeah,
man,
definitely.
the one that always got me was Edge. You think you know?
oh yeah, when it
Edge.
My guy,
whenever
Edge,
it hit
Toronto
at
Canada,
Royal Rumble,
stand up.
oh man,
There you go.
I jumped out my seat for that one at Royal Rumble when I was
Yeah.
there at Minute Maid. I was like, It's just that you think you know me. It's like, oh yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's say David goes, it would be something if Sasha Banks ends up on NXT roster. I want to see how they're revamping that thing. Like, I mean, it's going to be totally different than what I think.
Since it's going to be probably strictly developmental, I would say that she won't be going back. But they will be sending people, like they've sent Mandy Rose back down there because she needs work and stuff like that. So,
and they didn't even let them like finish because didn't Mandy Rose and what's her name, Dana Brooke have a tag team championship match, and then you randomly see Mandy Rose on NXT the 2 days before the match against Natalia and Tamina was, right?
Well, that was because I think Dana was pregnant.
Oh, pregnant. Oh, she's pregnant. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let me ask you guys this.
Another theme song that I always liked was Jeff Hardy's original theme when he first went solo, and I think they've brought it back to where that's like his. Yeah.
Let's see. We got some questions. Well, Charles goes, MJF's one of the best heels ever and great mic skills. I think he's honestly going that way. Like, the fans hate him. I love it, but Justin has
Michael Green's got a comment down there too. It's I've from the moment I heard CM Punk was coming back, the first thing I said was exactly what Michael's saying down there.
I see Justin goes, Sasha should go to AEW. Would love to see her versus Thunder Rosa.
Yeah,
I don't think. Yeah, but I don't think
the exact same, ain't they?
This boy's ripping people's sides up, man. He don't care.
Michael, I can't wait for CM Punk and MJF either to have a freaking battle on the mic in the ring. Oh my God.
Can't wait for CM Punk versus MJF storyline. Oh, the promos on that alone will sell a pay-per-view.
That was the first one I thought of. Because, of course, MJF could be like, I'm better than you, and you know it. And CM Punk could be like, how are you better than me when I'm the best in the world? You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. That would be great.
Yeah, you know he's on his list for sure. Like, oh, man. Let's see. Justin goes, serious question. Do you think Vince is working with Khan?
No. Man, there's so many people out there that think that, and there's just no way. I just don't see it at all. Because it's not just Vince. It's a corporation now. It's not just him running. You know, he's got a board he has to answer to, stockholders, things like that. And that interferes with so much when it comes to stuff like that, which is probably a big reason why they haven't participated in with the other companies, is because of the idea that, well, we're putting money in their pocket. What are they giving us? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you'd be amazed at how many people actually do think that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I really do feel like you can tell the pettiness of like what WWE does sometimes. Like, they had like people they've had in their organization and company already. Like, when they're gonna have a big match, they'll post a video of like Roman Reigns beats Dean Ambrose or so getting stomped by like Nia Jax, or
they did a Nia Jax Britt Baker video, like you said, they put it on YouTube.
Yeah, and people were in the comments like, come on, like, really, like, Nia wishes she could be Britt right now. Like,
exactly.
It's just like, come on, man. Let's see. Yeah. Charles goes, MJF ripping signs up. I think these people are placed there. Honestly, like, I don't know how it would feel if I created a good sign and he came and like ripped my stuff up.
It'd
I
be
would have been like,
amazing.
yo, this is dope. Like,
Yeah,
that's dope.
exactly.
I would have recorded it, put it on my Facebook. Justin goes, Jericho used to rip signs in WCW.
Yep. Yes, he did. That's probably a little callback from MJF. Because MJF, no matter what, yes, he carries that prick character with him everywhere he goes. You see pictures of him when he was a kid with CM Punk backstage, Jericho backstage, you know what I mean? So since he was a kid, this is what he wanted to do.
Yeah. Oh, he just threw that shit on his head. Oh, I've been hit with those. I ran into one at work one time. Those things hurt. But it's fake, man. Wrestling's fake. Remember that?
There's no give to that, huh?
No, man.
Yeah,
They can't jump up like a 20-foot ladder and land on a table and say it's fake.
Hey, no, those thumbtacks are fake, man. Hey.
Nick, we need to kick somebody out of the chat.
Oh gosh. Let's see. I'm gonna get to these questions first. Calvin goes down the road. There has to be a WWE versus AEW pay-per-view, right?
I wish.
That would be dream match right there. Like,
I'd say we probably might get an AEW versus New Japan pay-per-view here pretty soon, though.
yeah, you kind of get that feeling with them. Like, it's coming. Like, they're throwing so much talent at each other. And I would be so down with that because, I mean, there's so many fans that can't watch New Japan for time or because of the access to it. And, I mean, even myself, like, there's times where I really want to see New Japan. I'm just like, yeah, I can't fit that in my schedule. Like, let's see, Michael Green says Nia Jax is going to kill someone, get her out of the ring. That match with Charlotte on Raw was straight shit show. Facts. We said that earlier. I mean, Costa told the first thing he told me today was like, Nia Jax in the ring is dangerous. Like,
yeah.
I remember I was watching. I want to say it was that show with all the women's wrestlers on E, and Carmella called her out for it. She's like, "You hurt people." She's like, "Why are you coming at me for it?" And she got so mad.
Yeah, it's because of her size. If there's one slip up and it's magnified,
No. The only person in this whole chat that likes Goldberg is Caleb.
That's why I said we might have to kick somebody out of the chat.
No way.
He's causing problems over here.
Yeah.
Exactly, Oldberg. Or the Kenny Omega return at Wrestling Kingdom. Yeah. Honestly, Justin said it right here. He goes, I thought she broke her neck. Like, that was a terrible match, and there were so many terrible placements. Like, it was just facts. This one right here. Highlight that, screenshot it, share it. I wish Goldberg would just retire. Goldberg's too old to stand up in the ring. What you mean? Like, yeah, the knees are like 90 years old.
I'm glad we're not going to do a crown jewel show because they would probably let Goldberg win, and we would never hear the end of it from Caleb.
Caleb, yeah. And all I'm going to do, though, is just play a bunch of Roman Reigns stuff. This dude, MJF, just – bro, he don't give a fuck. Oh, my God. Let's see. David goes, what about AEW versus Impact Wrestling pay-per-view?
That I could say.
Work too.
Yeah, that works.
Especially if they're going to get, like – I know there's Braun Strowman's supposed to be going there. Buddy Murphy's supposed to be going there. You're going to get talent now.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we don't know. Like, you said earlier that you believe WWE is going to shed even more talent. So it's like –
oh, that's been proven already. They're going to shed more. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
I expect it to be pretty quick, pretty soon. In the next week or two, I'd say.
Crazy idea. Obviously, people will be talking about this pay-per-view tomorrow. Would it be surprising if WWE pulls the trigger and starts cutting people tomorrow?
That's why, yeah, I expect it to be pretty soon. Like they did cut one of the bumps hosts, and like I said earlier, they cut catering out. Like now, the people have to buy their own fees. So I mean, anytime they do stuff like that, roster cuts are what's coming next.
Which means, Titus O'Neil actually has to dip into his own wallet and pay for food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Believe me. But who did they get rid of from the bump?
Yeah, Charles, that's one of the rumors out is that they're trying to trim stuff to make a sale.
Yeah. They're definitely selling to somebody. I don't know who, but they're definitely selling to
We're
somebody.
gonna get Captain
But
America.
man, that would be
versus-
like such a Vince Dick move too. You know what I mean? Your family's going to take over the legacy and run the company, and instead you would rather sell it off. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? That'd be such a Vince.
it would close the Vince McMahon chapter. And
Yeah.
I have a theory of who's going to buy it, and it's
Who?
not Peacock.
Who is it?
Nick Khan.
Oh, Nick Khan. Okay.
Think about it. Why else would he be so involved with making a lot of these decisions?
Because he's one of them guys that they bring in when they're when they need to like trim fat and trim costs and stuff. He worked for was it not IMG? One of the big casting agents went in, gutted that company. Now they make way more profit. But he does not like wrestling.
Yeah.
He even said they don't even use that word when they're in talks and stuff like that. That they don't even use the word wrestling. So I don't see him buying
what
a
does he use?
wrestling,
This
company or
boy-
taking over.
Sports entertainment.
Yeah.
this
Is that what it
dude,
is?
Well, here's my thing. I know one of the rumors for a while was it was going to be Disney.
Yeah. I heard that too. Yeah.
I'm sorry. If Disney buys WWE and also they have the Mickey Mouse title,
yeah. We'll have the Goofy title. I can't
Wait, the
wait because
Goofy
I'm
title-
gonna.
Goofy title, that could be the 24/7 title.
But Disney does buy everything, so it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm sorry. If you're going to have Mickey Mouse be the general manager of Raw,
Yeah, we're gonna get some crunk stuff going. Nah, I'm not. I'll just strictly watch AEW.
Caleb said Mickey Mouse versus The Undertaker.
Boo! Let's get it.
That'll
I
be a
can-
crown jewel next year.
Yeah, for sure. That's a crown jewel match right there.
But like I said earlier, it's scaring me because Undertaker's supposed to make an appearance on SmackDown Friday, and Crown
he
Jewel's
is?
coming up. So I mean, I mean, is that going to be two old decrepit guys on the card with Goldberg and Undertaker?
sorry, you know what they're set up for, right? Goldberg versus Undertaker for the AARP title.
Oh, of course, you got to bring in more sponsorship.
Oh my
The
gosh!
zombies a couple months ago wasn't enough.
I just thought of a meme that I'm gonna have to make later. It's like, oh man. Let's see. Michael goes, Vince lets a bunch of great young talent go because of budget cuts, then turns around and brings in old part-time talent that cost a lot of money. Goldberg, Cena, Brock.
Well, yeah, that's been my issue. Is the company turns around and says we're gonna get rid of all these guys, very talented, but no, we're gonna give somebody like Goldberg a title opportunity.
Yeah.
That's messed up right there.
Yeah.
That's messed
They
up.
would
And-
probably argue that there's more of a return on that money that's invested because they're already established.
Okay, but here's
They're
my thing,
bringing
though.
in a young guy.
But here's my thing.
But I would argue that means you're not building new stars that can bring you in that type of money. So,
Eventually, Goldberg, Taker, hell, even Rock, Hunter, they're not going to be around that much longer.
Yeah.
Who are you going to have lead this company 10, 30 years down the road?
They're gonna bring in a 70-year-old John Cena and
Exactly.
they're gonna have
you know.
Cena versus Rock in 20 years.
But that's my issue, is you basically destroyed NXT.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
For a long
realistically-
time, NXT was the best thing about the entire company.
Yeah,
Definitely.
what
Yeah.
my thing's going to be is who is going to be the face of this company, even looking past Roman, because Roman's not going to be around forever.
No.
Who's going to be there past Roman?
Let's see.
Boogs.
Michael
It's
goes.
going to be Boogs.
Ben
Oh, he's pretty entertaining, though. I'll give you that.
shots some more.
He's definitely entertaining.
Calvin goes, whoever's writing the SmackDown script needs to take over WWE as a whole.
Yes, sir.
Justin goes, they're afraid of change.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very accurate statements.
I do give him that though. Calvin says y'all can hate the Oldberg move all you want, but the crowd was in for him, and I think that's the problem though with, and that's why I said I'm starting to feel the shift of WWE and AEW fans at times, because the wrestling fans, you're kind of gravitating more of AEW, I feel, whereas the entertainment fans are going towards what WWE gives you. And I mean, I feel like I'm watching like a concert sometimes with WWE. Like, it's just like, oh, Oldberg comes out, fireworks, and then like a 1 minute match, and then it's another guy coming out on a guitar playing, and then I get Nicki Minaj and Cardi B coming out. It's just like, what the heck? And then we throw Bad Bunny on a bus. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Bad Bunny's match I like, but.
All right, guys, I'm actually going to hop off because I got to get to bed. And also, my battery in my laptop's getting low.
All good, John. Appreciate for coming, man.
Yeah,
I will, believe me, I will definitely keep watching the pay-per-view and stay tuned to the website because, believe me, I'll have some stuff coming from this pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, because your articles they don't sugarcoat nothing.
They're on point.
No. And that's the one thing, last thing I'm going to say, when it comes to me, because I know I'm still new to the site and everything, so the people who are watching, if you read my stuff, and you get pissed off because I say something that's the truth, I don't care.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Caleb says, bye, bruh.
All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later.
Right.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you too.
Yeah, Michael goes, WWE's looking at that Saudi money. They love them some Oldberg. Yeah, I think I said Crown Jewel always ruins stuff, man. It's just crazy stuff. Just said, see you, John.
And they always build up to the Crown Jewel event like it's some kind of big, huge thing. And it's not.
Yeah. David goes, I wonder when Ring of Honor shows up on AEW.
That's what I've been waiting for, man. Like, why haven't they jumped in with everybody else?
Yeah, that would be a great move.
Yeah, that's one I've been kind of surprised that hasn't shown up yet.
Because I'm gonna tell you guys this. I remember like when I always like a few years ago, I always used to like turn on my TV at like 11 p.m. or whenever ROH was on, and I used to watch it with excitement. But now it's like falling off the face of the earth. Like I don't know what happened to it. I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of it is because there's some animosity still between the top AEW guys and Ring of Honor because they left them like they did. They kind of left them, and when they did, they took everybody with them and kind of left Ring of Honor bare, to put it nicely. So I think there might still be some animosity between the Ring of Honor higher-ups and teams, people like the Young Bucks and Cody and Hangman and SCU. Guys like those guys all left at the same time.
That's true, yeah. I think that's that's pretty accurate.
Let's see.
Thanks, Michael.
Oh, he gave you that score.
Oh, nice.
Size like, oh man, I'm gonna miss Notre Dame's game.
Yeah. I'm Alabama. I'm Alabama.
Oh, you were liking that win yesterday, Costa.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this right now, just to jump off the topic a little bit. So Devontae Smith is gonna have an amazing season with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm telling you.
Who's behind Warlow? Ooh, we get in there. Jake Hager and Warlow.
Oh, whoa.
I like it.
Yeah.
My bad, Costa.
No, it's okay. No worries.
Let's see. Calvin goes, WWE is going to be fine because at the end of the day, no one has deeper pockets if they want to dig in them. I mean, yeah, you're paying millions for Oldberg to come back like it's nothing. So he says,
Marty Scurll. I like that comment.
Marty Scurll, yeah.
That would be a good Marty Scurll versus Darby.
Or even if he just came in with his buddies. But again, I don't know if Tony Khan would want to make that move because there's still some heat over the whole Me Too thing in the wrestling business when that broke out. Supposedly Marty was one of the names that was mentioned.
Oh, oh, wow.
I don't know how to feel about this. It's they're gonna have to.
Rewind.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
No, it's
No way.
it's gonna be. Yeah. Have you got there yet, Si?
Oh, cool.
So Charles, MJF won, but Jericho had his foot on the rope, so they're gonna run it back. I feel.
Run it back.
I want the payoff of Wardlow versus MJF. They hint at it about a year ago. That would be dope.
Yeah,
I like Wardlow.
They did hint at it like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Match restarts.
Yeah. They just trolled everybody, didn't they?
Yeah.
One. Close.
Yes. Oh.
Justin goes, Will Ospreay to AEW would be epic.
Yeah, I like that move.
Or maybe you do a program with Moxley or MJF.
Ospreay's coming to his own as a heel, though. So I don't know if I'd bring him in as a fave. I'd bring him in as like a takeover kind of move, like with a bunch of the other New Japan guys or something.
Oh! No, Charles, the match restarted because Jericho's foot was on the ropes. So right now, Jericho's hitting the walls of Jericho. Ooh.
There you go. Perfect.
We keep Judas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for a little bit longer.
Yeah, for a little bit until he. Let me know if y'all can hear my neighbors. They're like partying hardcore right now.
I was wondering why somebody said, who has the comedy playing in the background? They might be hearing your neighbors. Yeah, man, that God Santana Ortiz would be a banger. But that's what I was talking about when I was saying the New Japan versus AEW pay-per-view. And it could be majorly based around Bullet Club and all the different, guys that have been around the Bullet Club. Like God confronted Gallows and Anderson at one of the New Japan American shows here a few weeks back.
I love this inner circle. All right. Well, they're gonna take a while. I'm gonna give a shout out to our sponsor because we got to pay the bills here before the CM Punk versus Darby Allin match. So stick with us, guys. We're human. I'm gonna go get some water while the commercial goes like 2 minutes. Not that long. Oh man, now I'm hungry now. Great. Here we go, boys.
All right.
We got the next match, which I know majority of fans are hyped for. CM Punk versus Darby Allin with Sting. You say a 60-minute time limit? Damn, like
Wow.
this is gonna be a hyped one.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, what do we miss? God versus Santana and Ortiz. Man, that would be good. Yeah, Dan, Chris Jericho won. He gets to stay. New Japan versus AEW is pro wrestling at its best. Yeah, I mean, I think Sai said it right that he believes that's coming soon.
Yep.
Agreed, that'll be major for the business. Michael goes, I think we will see Lucha Bros versus Santana and Ortiz. Ortiz need a title run. Agreed. I know Sai was saying that he's a huge fan of Santana and Ortiz.
Yes, sir. I am too. There.
Justin agrees. If GOD can get the New Japan Pro Wrestling tag belts, it can be title versus title. That'd be dope. Calvin agreed. Darby is so over. Yeah. But here the crowd is going to go crazy for CM Punk right now.
Yeah. Darby is over. He's a perfect first opponent, to be honest with you.
There's your info for your Notre Dame game. So, look at all those CM Punk shirts, man.
I figured FSU would be hot coming in, though, because of Bowden. Try to rally around him and all that.
The personality. Wait, I just noticed we still haven't got
Big Show.
Big Show.
Big Show. Wow.
So my guess, I'm telling you, my guess is I'm guessing somebody's gonna debut for him.
Yeah, that might be it.
Like I'm just thinking, like in my head, like you could do like they jump him or something, and then like he has to find a replacement or something. I mean, because there's no way you're putting that match after this match right here. Like
He should be near the end.
They're losing their shit, boy. Wonder if they're lying about his weight.
Punks.
Because they got him, they said CM Punk, 218 pounds. He fought in the UFC at 170. You know what I mean? So I don't know, did he put back on 48 pounds since he left the UFC? I don't know about that.
Calvin goes, Darby did so much for the TNT title too. I think he needs the world title here in a bit. He's so over though. Like I think you said it last time, Sai, where like AEW has those young pillars of talent, like the Spanish God and Darby, and it's just like even in the women's division, like you have some talent, like that's just like, yeah, these young guys are running this company later. MJF, like, oh, beautiful.
They're definitely in better position for the future than WWE is.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
See,
I mean, like Sammy's going to be just huge. Darby's already huge. Jungle Boy. I mean, all them guys like that. They're really building up a good future base for themselves. That's for sure.
Michael goes, RP Bobby Bowden, a truly good man. Justin said he'll get it soon. Punk in Chicago is always a test. He looks like he is still at his UFC weight.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It didn't look like he's gotten too much bigger since then.
I bet Darby is 150 pounds soaking wet.
I think they even announced him at like 160 something, which is crazy. Which is, I mean, why would you tell everybody that?
Punk isn't the best wrestler in the world, but his connection with the crowd and his ability to storytell is up there with the best of them.
I think Punk can wrestle though, but yeah, the rest is that's a pretty accurate assumption.
Let's see. Robert says, "I'm sorry, but MJF sucks."
Oh,
I just love how he gets fans riled up. Like, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, I think one of the problems is a lot of people's, like, especially since the Attitude Era, there's been kind of a blurred line between what is a heel and what's a face. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's almost like you got to fight extra hard to be a true heel nowadays. Whereas, used to there was everybody knew who was the heel and who was the face. Now it's kind of blurred a little bit. And I think that's part of the problem. Like, people don't know what a true heel kind of is anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see. Michael goes, MJF's one of the best heels in the business right now. Calvin goes, Robert, if you think that MJF sucks, then he's doing his job right. Justin goes, you must have never saw Punk versus Chris Hero or Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, man. Congrats, champ.
Punk's definitely been one of the best in the world for his entire career.
Yeah.
He goes, he's good on the mic, not that good in the ring. I do say that he has some work to do in the ring for sure, but that mic skill alone is...
That's upper tier. That's upper echelon.
Like, you have guys, like you said, because like that's upper, like his mic skills, like can go with some people. Even the trolling he did today, like coming out to Jericho's countdown and then seeing Chris Jericho's last match. Like, at first you think, oh, Chris Jericho's bringing some old school stuff and this and that, and then no, it's just him trolling you.
Yeah. Plus, he's only 24 years old.
Yeah, that's what Michael said. He's young. It's like,
I mean, he's got 15 years at least left.
Right.
Calvin goes, and trust me, I did, but when there are guys like Kenny Omega, AJ Styles, amongst others, are better right now, in my honest opinion.
Well, yeah, he's definitely got to prove that he can still hang with those type of guys. That's for sure. But he always did. I mean, he was never left behind as far as getting in matches with guys like that. CM Punk definitely held his own. Yeah, for being young. That's what I mean. He already understands the business at that young of an age, so his in-ring work's going to get better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was doing the little flare strut earlier in the match. Like, it's like, oh, man, this dude, he just, it's like, he's one of those guys, like, he reminds me, he's that heel that I hated back in the Attitude Era days. Like, I hated Triple H. Like, I always said that. But he was a guy I hated, but I would root for. So, can't hate him too much, but.
He reminds me a little bit of Tully back in the day, because Tully, there was no sugar. He was a heel. He acted like a heel. Everybody hated him. Everybody thought he was a dick. You know what I mean? The whole nine. Tully Blanchard, even as part of the Horsemen, everybody thought the Horseman was cool and they would cheer for it, but they never cheered Tully. I'd never heard anybody cheer Tully back in the day. It's because he clearly was a hated heel.
Yeah, I mean, and for MJF, like you said, to flick kids off, like, because I remember that article went big where they were like, wrestler flicks child off, and people are like, oh, this guy's a monster, and this, and I'm like, he's pissing people off that aren't even fans of like wrestling, like, you know, all these groups coming at him, like he should be ashamed of himself, that poor child, and the whole parents laughing because, I mean, we watch wrestling, we know that's who he is, like.
Yeah, that was awesome. His dad was just laughing his ass off while the kids crying.
Michael goes, you know who he really reminds me of? Gino.
Gino was awesome too. Gino, yeah, him and Tully actually reminded me a lot of each other back in the day. Which, I mean, ironically, they both grew up in the Texas system down there, so that right there probably has a lot to do with it. Gino was huge in Houston, like
Yeah.
he was, big time.
How many more matches we even have left?
Should just be this one, the big show, and the main event.
It's the main event and the big show on.
Big Show, yeah.
Yeah.
So that means somebody's got to be coming out then. Like, there's no way you're putting.
Nah.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Justin, because Gino would have been he would have eventually become the bigger star in the entire business if, he would have been able to keep his head on straight and not get, murdered or whatever happened to him. That's still, I guess, a big debate. But when you run around with people that's got deep pockets and are into that type of stuff, I mean, live by the sword, die by the sword, I guess. Same thing happened to Dino Bravo. He was running with the wrong crowd and smuggling cigarettes, I guess, in Canada or something. And the mob that he was in with basically took him out.
Oh, man.
Calvin, that's hilarious. Man, Darby, man, that dude's just crazy.
Yeah, that hit he took.
Man,
he puts his body on the line. Like this, Calvin goes, this match has already gone longer than almost any CM Punk UFC fight. The entrance went longer than his fights, man. I saw Darby on Friday on Rampage throw himself into that barricade. I was like, bro, you have a match in like 2 days, bro. Chill out.
Dude, he is something else. Like, one of the best things I've ever seen was, though, that when Ever-Rise, when they stopped outside the ring, it was like, oh, my God, it's the real Sting. It's the real. And Darby comes just flying out of nowhere. I mean, it was like a shot fired out of a gun. He just hit that dude with that dive. Boom.
Yeah.
It was one of the best things I've ever seen. Because he shot out of a cannon on that one.
Just,
which that's one thing CM Punk said before he even came in. He was like, everybody needs to stop doing the dive because nobody does it better than Darby Allin. So you might as well just stop. You're making yourself look foolish.
And I agree with that statement. He's definitely one of the best at it.
what the?
Yeah, I agree with that, Calvin. Darby would put himself in ICU.
Oh, yeah. He
Have a good
definitely.
match. Yeah. I agree with that.
It's like CM Punk diving into the crowd on Friday and his knees hit the barricade. Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought. He was building that up like, you guys want me? You guys want me? And then didn't even make the jump into the crowd. He ran into the
Like,
barricade.
oh, man.
That was hilarious.
Did you see someone tried to give CM Punk a beer while he was in the
Yeah. I was
He
like,
don't know who he is. You know what I mean?
boy, straight edge like crazy.
Probably made him about one of the puke smelling the dude's breath, let alone taking the beer from him. Man, it is amazing though. As we was talking about Punk and the size and everything, he still looks like twice the size of Darby.
Yeah.
They got Hangman and CM Punk confused.
That's how drunk the guy was.
Yeah, for real.
Came out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like what I love that. Oh man, that Hangman action figure though. Like every time I see it pop up on my Facebook, it's just him with a whole mug of beer. Like I could just imagine like a kid just sitting there, like I'm just like, what the heck, man? Because I was that kid that grew up with like the wrestling rings and everything. I had like wrestlers versus like my comic book characters. Like I was just like, yeah. This is
I
like,
was the same way, boss. I was the same way.
what it slapped the taste out of his mouth. Oh my god.
This is definitely a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Relax. If I wanted to rough you up, I would have waited inside. He's got a great taste in furniture, by the way.
Do you think anybody comes out after this match?
I just want to know if you're trying to get
I
back.
hope so.
I don't know.
Really none of your business.
I don't know. Yeah, them old rubber ones. Oh my god, those are the ones I grew up with, where you couldn't even move them arms.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
my dad had them, and I remember I got them. I was like, "What the heck is this?"
And he's right. If you hit somebody with
Yeah.
one of them damn things, you could definitely knock them out cold.
My cousin threw one at my head one time. I was like, "That thing hurt." It had a knot on the side of my head. I was like, I mean, I already knew. Like, I always tell people, like, they were like, "What made you a wrestling fan?" I was like, easily the Hardy Boys. Seeing these boys jump off stuff. I remember the first thing that TV said was, "Don't try this at home," and I was like, "I'm getting on the roof."
Yeah, I'm trying this at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get on the roof. I had a pool. I jump off the roof doing flips and everything. I was like, yeah, this. Now I look back, I'm like, that was dangerous. Like,
Yeah, you wouldn't do that shit now. No way.
no. I remember I got a mattress. I jumped off the roof, missed the whole mattress. Like, yeah, that was. I was like, yeah. Now I wonder, like, man, my back hurts. Yeah, I know why. Oh.
Well, I had a little brother, so I was the one dishing out most of the time. Then, like, you'll hear my brother telling all the stories, like I'd put him in sleeper and like really put him to sleep and stuff, you know. So yeah, he's still a little bitter about those days.
It's like, oh man. I used to try those moves out to see if they would hurt. Like, does this really hurt? And it's like, oh yeah, it does. Never mind.
Yeah, the sleeper is one of them that definitely works.
Yeah, they work.
Nowadays we call it a rear naked choke. Back then
Yeah.
we just called it a sleeper hold.
Let's see. Robert goes. Do you think Adam Cole or Brian Danielson will come out tonight?
Definitely 100% Daniel Bryan. I think Cole probably not, since it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, Brian Danielson should come out. Yeah, he should come out.
Calvin goes. I still got a mint WrestleMania Stone Cold action figure that I'm waiting to get signed.
That'd be good.
He thinks both. I think somebody's coming out for Big Show. Like, I think it's just.
Yeah.
Michael goes. That's how
But
many
do
people he
they
got
come out
started.
and save Big Show from an ass whooping, or do they come out again? I could see maybe Braun even coming out and saving him in the numbers game. Somebody
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, yeah. Michael says Brian Danielson. I really do think Brian Danielson's coming out. Like the Red Dragon, he had pictures of him and his beard and everything. Calvin goes, my little brother and I used to have matches and it would just turn into a super kick party. Michael goes, see if my prediction comes true of how Brian Danielson comes out.
He'll definitely come out during the Omega match at the end. And yeah, they'll have a stare down. Omega will probably jump out of the ring with this look on his face like, holy shit, you know. mouth wide open, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, CM Punk's definitely still got it. I mean, he's every move is still crisp. It's still he still definitely looks like one of the best in the entire world.
What did you guys think of that GTS he pulled off on Rampage the other day?
I liked it. I think, man, I think this was a perfect opponent for him though.
Yeah.
Because
Darby can take a loss and it not hurt his momentum at all.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt him at all. No, he's not gonna hurt him at all. He has too much, maybe even too much momentum going for him. But yeah, it's not gonna hurt him.
see, Michael Green says final countdown music hits and Brian comes out.
Yeah.
And see what sucks about that is a lot of people don't even know he used to use Final Countdown. They're used to bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
They might still do the bum 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 bum, the Valkyries song, just because that's the one more people know him coming out by. But I definitely would rather it be Final Countdown because a lot of people don't even realize that that's an inside joke. That the reason he chose that song is because he's seen a countdown where it was voted the worst song ever. So he was like, I'm going to use that as my theme song. So that's why he even chose it. I think that would be awesome.
Calvin goes, so at least we know that Punk is still that dude. Oh, yeah. This is proven. Yeah. Ooh, that boy Darby. Oh,
which is awesome because, I mean, not a lot of guys could step away for that long and jump right back in and still be that good.
Exactly. How long has it been? Like 7 years? Or around there? Yeah, 7 years.
Darby and that fuzz shoulder tackle, man. Yeah, Darby's matches are like,
man, he's like a freaking shot out of a cannon with those, man.
oh. Okay, CM Punk, I see you.
Oh, he just did the go to sleep sign. Oh. Punk just sat up like, nope, sorry, you ain't doing it.
He's like, no.
You stupid.
Calvin goes, Darby Allin must think that drinking milk really gives you strong bones. I mean, yeah. Oh.
Oh. Yes, sir.
Darby needs some spinach. Amen to that.
Oh, you're gonna get that Popeyes.
Yeah. Milk. Screw the milk. He needs some spinach, that's for sure.
When I was growing up, I had wrestlers like Big Daddy and Giant Haystack. Oh man.
Yeah, if I remember those guys. Haystacks, Calhoun. He was one of the first big fat guys that actually got over and stuff, to be honest with you.
First of all, you have to understand, I used to be really poor. Worse than now, because you're still toilet paper before. You want to hear the story or not?
Nah,
yeah, that one went kind of how we thought. Great match, Punk winning though, but Darby still looked great in defeat.
Last Supper is such a nasty move, man. Yeah, it's ooh. That man, but Darby just puts his body out there. Like when he eats barbecue ribs, he only eats one rib. Oh man, like y'all going in today? You think somebody comes out?
I don't know. I think they give him his time.
I think if it wasn't in Chicago, they would definitely like.
Yeah, I agree, Calvin. There's no way they could have messed this match up.
Yeah. And you're there. I see. Oh, here comes Sting.
Which they did kind of tease that if Darby lost, that there'd be a Sting and CM Punk match.
That would be fun to watch.
They're all fighting against that Danny Garcia in 2.0, so it could be something where they team up against those three.
Maybe give them a introduce the triple titles. That'd be kind of cool.
Which, man, speaking of that Danny Garcia kid, that's
He's
another
great.
kid
He's great.
that's legit, man. That kid
Yeah.
is legit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
they give him his moment since he is in main event. Yeah, you gotta show respect, man. Now the crowd's giving Darby his love, man. That's why I said, like, you knew, like, even if he lost, like, they're gonna love him.
Yes.
Yeah. Plus, CM Punk put him over big time, saying if when I was 15, Darby Allin would have been my favorite wrestler and all that. You know, that's huge.
This dude here, though, all the man, like, his body on the line is like, it's how are you standing, bro?
Yeah, I agree, Michael.
CM Punk not being main event is dead giveaway of Bryan Danielson coming out after Omega match. Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
But and we was talking earlier, like Page being the guy, and that would be the right way. But it wouldn't be wrong to give Danielson the title either. To be honest with you, that'd be one guy that the fans would not actually, throw a fit if you let him win the title instead of Page. It'd be Bryan Danielson because I mean he's as beloved as anybody.
I agree.
But I do think they're going to get the title off Kenny soon, just
Yeah,
because
I think
he's
he's
got
gonna
some
take a little bit
nagging
of a-
injuries and he's been carrying all these different companies.
I think he's gonna
got
take a little bit of
take
a
some
break
time
soon,
off to heal, or else we'll end up losing him early.
Yeah.
His body will break down so much that he'll have to retire eventually.
Yeah.
Probably take 5-10 years off his career.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same kind of thing that Punk blamed the WWE for, right? So yeah, it's best to give Kenny a little bit of a break.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of see it too. Like, I mean, with the Young Bucks giving up their title today, now it's kind of like, all right, we were the pillars of it. Now let's let some of the new blood to make stuff fresh again and this and that and. See, I think we see Adam Cole show up in New York.
Yeah.
That's where I bet. Yeah.
That's where. Yeah.
Something they got to save something for that New York show.
Sting decides that it's time to hang it up. Or does he fight Darby?
That'd be the right thing to do on your way out, I guess. Put him over.
Boy, Dylan's in the building. Welcome.
Hi, boss.
That boy.
I mean, if we can see Ray against Dominic, we can see anybody against anybody. There ain't no loyalty as a father and son ain't going to be loyal to each other.
Full Gear, Saturday, November 13th is the next pay-per-view.
Oh, wow. Okay. Perfect. See, I like how kind of there's a bit of time in between the pay-per-views for AEW. It's like a little bit longer than a month, but it still gives you time to like build up storyline.
Look at CM Punk teasing a heel turn. Because there's a face ramp and a heel ramp, and he was teasing which one do I go back through. You know what I mean?
Like,
he's always trolling somebody, man.
Guys, I'm about to hop off here because my computer's running out of battery, so I'm about to hop off.
All right, bro.
And,
thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a great experience. Thank you.
Have a good night, Costa.
Good night. See you guys later.
Good night, bro.
And now for the match of the night. Wow.
You guys, man, I had to look up at my TV. I was like, man, what the? Calvin goes, man, they better not screw the Ray and Dominique storyline up.
That's another one that would be hard to kind of screw up, really.
They said they didn't want to do monthly pay-per-views. I kind of like this, not like every month thing. Like,
yeah, it gives the stories time to actually play out instead of feeling rushed.
Yeah.
And we avoid a lot of rematches that way too.
Oh yeah, here we go. This is one I've been waiting for. I know y'all.
The Billy Gunn thing did surprise me, though. I will say that I didn't expect Billy and his kids to turn on him like that.
Yeah, that was kind of This is the match right here. Look at this. Yeah, it's the big show. I feel like he's got to get like beat up or something, and somebody's got to come out. Like,
yeah, QT. They have to let QT have the win.
Oh yeah.
Which, like I said, he's been doing great heel work. I mean, he's definitely stepped up his game too. I used to not kind of like him when he was just kind of vanilla with DDP and Dustin and all them. But since he became a heel, I'm kind of into him actually.
Let's see. Calvin goes, QT has to go over here, right? I mean, yeah, if it was WWE, I already knew Paul White was winning. They would have been like, he's a legend. We got to give him the win. That's how they did it back in the day, build the storylines and pay it off months later at the pay-per-view. Yeah, it feels better. I always feel like WWE's rushing it, man.
Yeah.
This guy in the stands, though, this dude has like he's had a sign for like every match. He's had like every sign. CM Punk, it's my birthday. I love you, Paul White. Like, how many signs did they bring in?
Yes, I know. How do you screw up Bailey having a relationship with her?
Yeah. Tripping.
Just because she's a good person. You know what I mean? We've seen her. We've watched her whole career. She's a good person. You know, good girl, cute. You know what I mean? Successful in her career. Why would you? I mean, and from what I hear, he's the one that split off with her. Probably jealous because he couldn't gain no traction in his career, and she was, one of the bigger stars in the entire business.
Yeah, you kind of see that sometimes, like the woman wrestler, like, I mean, but then you got like Charlotte Flair and Andrade. It's like she's clearly the better one. He's just like, that's my woman.
Yeah, he's cocky enough to think he's the better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, it's all different.
And in Mexico, like, he's huge. He's like one of the top 3 biggest stars in the entire country, Mexico.
Robert goes, what if Kurt Angle helps the Big Show?
That'd be kind of cool because Kurt Angle's even been kind of teasing that. But he's been saying he's turned down like 3 contract offers from AEW. But that that could be a way to try to throw people off and not let them know he's going to come in.
Michael goes, update, Notre Dame 38, FSU 35, 3 minutes left in the fourth.
I figured Florida State would fight hard, man. Bowden, a legend in your school dying like that, you're going to step up your game a little bit. Plus Notre Dame, we've always hated FSU. They've always hated us. So
it's that rivalry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And QT's good in the ring too. I mean, I actually, like I said, I didn't really like him before he became a heel, but now I'm kind of into him.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's one of those. At first I was like, but yeah, he's grown. Calvin goes, I really don't want to see Kurt wrestle or in ring anymore. The man can barely fully stand. Yeah, it's kind of like, he reminds me of Goldberg a bit. Like, the name's there, but like.
Yeah, but I don't think he would wrestle either. He's already said he's not going to wrestle anymore. I just think if they brought him in, it'd be as a personality, somebody else to have maybe backstage,
Oh well, you got a winner.
producing matches, stuff like that. And he could definitely be a way better commentator than Mark Henry. I mean,
Oh yeah,
holy
yeah.
crap, Mark. Man, he's such a nice dude, but oh my God, he's so bad as a commentator. Like it's rough listening to him sometimes.
Oh man, you'd be like, just like, oh gosh, I don't even want to watch this anymore. Well, Big Show gets the win. This match was something.
Something. It was something. It
Yeah,
filled
it was.
some time.
It was This is, I don't know.
Man, I really think they should have gave QT that match. I mean, does Big Show need a win?
Yeah, I don't get that. Like,
it'd have been huge for QT, but it's nothing for Big Show. It's just another guy in the 20-year list of guys he's beat.
So the WWE was smart. He could be a manager for Gabe Stevenson down the line.
Gable Stevenson's brother even signed with WWE. He's at the BC.
Ooh. John Moxley versus Minoru Suzuki live Wednesday on TNT.
In Cincinnati. Holy shit.
Wednesday's going to be must see. Michael goes, I love Chris Jericho, but they need to keep him off of commentary on Rampage.
A lot of people ain't a fan of him because he yells a lot while he's commentating.
Yeah.
It just shows enthusiasm. But yeah, it can be a little abrasive sometimes. But I'd still rather have him than Mark. Even the backstage interviews when he does those, like to hype up the main event or what, it's just horrible. I mean, wow.
Vince paid for this outcome. This is a Vince McMahon move. Like this win right here is like, hey. I can see Shaq versus White in the future.
That's actually a possibility now that Paul White's in AEW.
Yes.
Ooh, Dustin Rhodes versus Malachi Black. Oh, I love Malachi, man.
It's all right.
Malachi is amazing. Glad he went and saved his career.
Yeah. Malachi Black, he's bad.
They really said you thought we was gonna build a young talent, 45-year-old giant goes over.
It's just you two now? Why?
The other two dropped out.
Why?
I think one of them's got to work tomorrow. That'll be a good match, actually. Dustin can still go, actually.
Yeah. Notre Dame 38, FSU 38, 40 seconds left.
Because the angrier you get, the more predictable you are. The more predictable you are.
Do you think it's true WWE trying to get a crossover with AEW?
You're in that ring with me.
Nah, I don't see that happening. They're kind of beefing right now.
You have come down. Allow me to remind you of all the reasons why you're mad.
Friday, Pac versus Andrade.
Think about Brock. Think about Lee. Think about your little baby brother.
Main event time.
And I left in the ring lifeless. And then they crushed
Cody versus Black needs to be at the next pay-per-view. Oh, yeah.
But he still hasn't come back. So think about that on Wednesday. Think about that when you realize, Dustin, that it's time to pay the old man's toll.
There was even talks with Buddy doing the same type of vignettes that Malachi Black did before he came to AEW, that they would bring Buddy in as like a teammate to him. Because like they escaped the same prison and all that stuff that they made when they made the videos.
See, Pat got back in the country. Yep.
He's got to do a week quarantine each way. When he goes home, he's got to do a week quarantine there, and then when he gets back here, he has to do another week in quarantine, which is why he missed the pay-per-view.
Yeah. So you try to do something with New Japan, and New Japan goes to
because they're working with AEW instead.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to trust WWE, like, in that aspect. Like, you could use it. I mean, you kind of saw how they did.
Nakamura.
Yeah. It's like, oh, man.
They're doing their best to try to make this match still be huge. I think the plan was for Hangman to take the title from him here, but once Hangman decided he wanted to go spend time with his woman and have their baby and stuff, I think that threw a wrench in, and the most logical guy to step in at that time would have been Christian.
Yeah. Plus, it helps your partnership with the other brand. Like, we're gonna debut your champion versus our champion. Your belt on our pay-per-view, notoriety, and this and that. Man, Christian, he's not a scrub. So.
Yeah, he's still a believable champion.
Oh yeah.
It is amazing how long, just like CM Punk, him and Edge stayed away from the business and immediately jump in, and they're right back to the same level they were at before they left.
Yeah, it's funny how like you have Jeff Hardy and Edge on WWE, and then Christian and Matt Hardy over here on AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Kenny Omega. WD having him and Edge's moment in the Rumble was a nice touch before he left. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, this will be a great match still, no doubt about it.
Jeff needs to stay in WWE. They can keep him straight. Yeah, I don't think he needs to leave that. Like, Calvin
I think he will. Him and Matt will have one last run.
You think this outbeats the Lucha Young Bucks?
I think they'll have one last run as a tag team. That's what Matt has said. He hasn't retired yet, is because he wants to have one last run with his brother. And the way WWF's been doing him, I mean, I don't see why you'd want to stay.
Yeah. It's like, nah, I'm all right. I'm going to leave. I'm going to head out. Good luck, guys. Hey. Stupid. Mega.
From North Carolina. A lot of people didn't get the reference when he was doing that. Like it was a Michael Jordan thing. How could people not get it?
I know, they're in Chicago.
Yeah.
Their belt is beautiful.
It definitely is. It's the best looking belt.
Calvin goes, I think they can have a better match. Kenny is just a 6-star machine. Oh yeah, he puts. Yes, sir. We riding, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting hungry, but I'm gonna wait until it's over because I have a feeling somebody's coming out after this.
Yeah, it's gonna be big time.
Boy Dylan.
Hey, they've done nothing to tell us Brian's coming out. You know what I mean? The company itself. But if it don't happen, people are going to act like, oh, they let us down. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they know they got to do it.
It's kind of like with the CM Punk thing. Like everybody's like, man, if he doesn't come out, oh gosh. It's going to be Goldberg coming out. I'm gonna fix me a glass of wine. Shoot, enjoy, man. After this, I'm definitely eating because it's Labor Day weekend before I go back to work. So Caleb is gonna be Daniel Bryan, bro.
Yeah.
Red Dragon. Man, y'all enjoying it? I'm over here drinking water and everything, man. Oh man. I didn't know this pay-per-view was this long until you sent me the list of matches. I was like, oh, man.
This is the only one of theirs they usually run this long, though. This is like this is their WrestleMania, so they try to load this one up. Plus, I like this one is always in Chicago. Every year since they started, this has been in Chicago.
Yeah.
And Double or Nothing's always in Vegas.
Oh,
I like that. That means they have like a home base.
Oh man, just Kenny's style of thinking is just crazy. If he doesn't tonight, then it will be Wednesday at the latest. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, they debuted Punk on Wednesday, and I love how people were like, oh man, there are numbers from when Punk debuted to the next week went down. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, it's going to. You have a big pop like that. I was like, but you can't say that because then look at WWE's. Theirs is still just going straight down. Like, I mean, but there's like, I forgot who it said it. I think Calvin said it, where he's like, the fans for some reason like Goldberg. I don't know what it is. Like Brock, I get. Like the Brock Lesnar, okay, I get that. That was like, all right, I don't care for him as much as everybody else does, but I got it. Goldberg, though, I don't get it. Cattle mutilation on the comeback. I think it will go with Pinot Noir. I had some. Dang, y'all drinking good. Y'all are making me. Yeah, once this is over, I gotta get some food and some bubbly.
I think a lot of the Goldberg thing is like WWE's most, the highest demographic rating wise is 50 and over.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that remember Goldberg for what he was and stuff. So I think that's a lot of why that is, why they keep bringing him back, why it seems like people like him. It's because that's their audience. It's a bunch of older people.
Yeah, that's what you hear. People like when I've shared it in like groups and stuff, and people were like, Yeah, I remember him. I was like, oh gosh, yeah, that's why. Like I had friends that are like, "Whoa, Goldberg's still wrestling." I'm like, "It's not. It's not what it sounds like. It's not good. Like it's not like. Don't think old school Goldberg, jackhammer, spear, jackhammer, spear. No, now it's falling down, bad knees. Yes, Kayla, we say Goldberg, Goldberg, Goldberg. Oh gosh. Oh man. Yes, that was my biggest thing when I stopped caring. When he headbutted that door and it was gushing blood out, I was like, "This guy here is. This is y'all's future. This is your champion." Yeah, it's weird. Like it's kind of weird because I feel like I mean Michael said he goes, but their audience is mostly young kids, and so it's
But he's taking those kids, their old dad, you know.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's to help them out. Like, oh, dad likes Goldberg, and then the kids can cheer for New Day or whatever. Calvin goes, I'm still mad they ruined that Jericho Owens storyline. Don't even.
Jericho is too.
That was. Oh my.
Talked about it.
Like, how do you? And that's what I hate. They build such good storylines, and then just. All right, we're done. Let's scrap it. Let's give you a. Goldberg.
Brock.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Boy, Kenny's crazy.
Yeah, that is why he said he left, because he said they put him on second with Owens. He's like, I'm not a second match guy. So
Yeah.
he was like, that's when I knew I was leaving.
Crowd was so hot that should have main evented. Hell yeah. It was like the way they ruined like some of my favorite wrestlers. I'm just like, oh god. Like I said, I'll forever be a Kevin Owens fan. Like when he won the title on Raw live in Houston at Toyota Center, I think I lost my voice for like 3 days. I was just so hyped. When I didn't even care like Triple H helped him get it. I was just hyped for it. Jericho on the broken skull. That was worth the watch 100%. I love that Stone Cold was like, "You sure I can have him on?"
Yeah. Vince was like, yeah, go ahead. I think it'll be good. Then immediately after it was over, he regretted that decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kenny can make Botch even look cool. How he botched that ringside, the railing when he tried to land on it and slipped. He still made it look good when he jumped right back off of it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. 6-star matches, 6-star botches.
Yeah.
One of the best things about Christian is his selling.
Yeah. Yeah, he does do that very well. Like, it's believable. Like, And you got people on the edge of their seat right now watching it. I see what they're saying.
Uppercut from Christian. Is he now set to Hurricanrana? So smoothly done, so well executed.
He goes, Nia Jax would have injured someone by now. And then got mad at them.
Yeah, AEW wouldn't sign her. I honestly, even if she became free, I don't think they'd sign her.
Yeah, she's one of those, I think it's kind of like stuck there unless somebody else just, it was like, you know what, I need her, we'll take her, but.
Oh, yeah, they definitely would sign Charlotte. Andrade's trying to get her out of her contract already.
Yeah. I don't know how the Uchigora doesn't kill people. Charlotte in a heartbeat, man. I could see Impact signing her. Yeah, that would be one.
Yeah, that would be the one place probably.
They'll be like, oh, yeah, you're free? Yeah. Bet. Come on.
But hell, if WWE keeps letting people go, they won't even be so desperate for talent.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the NWA, that's the one company I feel like the pandemic hurt more than any other company. Is because they was gaining so much momentum with their show on YouTube and stuff, and then once the pandemic hit, they had to stop completely. Like they couldn't run any shows.
Yeah, that was one where I was like, I think their momentum got, like you said, got spiked right when it hit. Because you hear stuff about them now, but it's not like it was before post-pandemic. Like,
and I'm always for the NWA to try to get back up to where they used to be. But I come from the time when it was NWA, AWA, WWF. Those were the big three. And then you had like World Class, who was a close fourth. With the Von Erichs and all them down there in Dallas. Chris Adams, Gino was there. Yeah. Freebirds. When the Freebirds went in against the Von Erichs, that was the biggest feud in wrestling back then.
Huge momentum. Michael goes, Trevor Murdoch winning the title was a big deal. Yeah, I saw that. That was cool. I was like, congrats, man.
Yeah, he did it in Harley's backyard.
I was like, oh, man.
Ric Flair was even there. Came in, gave him the belt and everything.
Yeah.
I will say this: I never in my wildest dreams expected him to be the one to take the title off of Nick Aldis. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis held it for like 3 straight years.
Yeah, he was like constant champion. Like every match, you're like, he's not losing it. He's not losing it. And then, whoop. Boy. Michael agrees. He said, me either. Oh, man.
Yeah, those full Nelson suplexes Kenny does. They're so sharp.
Confidence on the face of the champion. Look at the impact. If not, when you're watching this again, and I know you will be.
Oh, Christian flipped him off.
That's what he thinks of that chamber. My goodness. Third one, how many you gotta do to kill him? Good Lord. Now the feet trigger.
Kellen said he wants to V-trigger some of his co-workers. Oh, shit.
He knows he couldn't kick out of that feet trigger, so he clutched onto that bottom rope. And I let the judgment of the official not disqualify either man, quite frankly. Nobody wants to see that. No, they don't, Jim. I want to see you have power or submission.
Yeah, I agree. As we've been talking about everybody with their fake comments.
Thinking, what can I do next to putting this man away, getting him out of my check out table is coming to play. Kenny Omega looking for the German suplex on the apron. Christian. He's going to swing to the top rope. More shots.
Man, they just tearing up tables like the freaking Dudley boys. Like, I don't understand what people. It's all fake, bro. It's all fake. Broken fingers, everything. Hey.
Hell, just a regular old body slam. Let me go ahead and just body slam you. You know what I mean? Tell me that don't hurt. Yep, Notre Dame just won it.
Oh, Notre Dame won?
Yep.
Oh. The Dudley boys love this match. Devon, get the tables.
Amazing crowd, no one's left. They're still emotionally invested in the brand they love, they need AEW. Absolutely. And capping it off with this sensational main event that we knew would be instrumental. We knew it would go back and forth like this for the AEW World title. Cal is assisting. Looks like some kind of natural disaster out here, fellas. Yeah, man. I mean, both, obviously. And they're running the fans on it.
These boys throwing their bodies on. Oh, man.
They're definitely having a great match.
Oh, yeah.
Christian just sat right down. He's got blood in his mouth, as you can see. And it looks like that he was really frustrated after those two spears that he thought would end it after the table shot.
And Christian's mouth's busted.
The biggest match of your life. That's what we're seeing here in Christian. That's the result of a great scouting report. Omega's very cerebral, no doubt about that. It's also a result of being very fatigued and trying to find a stop. Christian Cage, when we saw him go through that table, we saw the injury to the ribs, and now even more damage being done. Omega was looking for the Dr. Wiley bomb, but he can't even hoist up Christian Cage. That gut wrench didn't work. We knew what he was trying to do. He's being Omega. Getting some instructions here from Don Callis. I'm digging this one. This is a clash. This is really an old school with a
Just get to the end already. I'm just ready to see Bryan Danielson hear the pot. I'm so emotionally drained from this already, so it's like. Was Drew McIntyre the first Scottish champ?
I think the first Scottish born, yeah.
Able to strike through Christian
William, they're still fighting right now. Been going for a good minute. I closed my eyes, heard Jim Ross talking about Christian, and I felt like a kid again.
Damn, that V trigger looked like it was
Oh.
nasty.
Oh, okay, they came out. Oh, he just hit his own boy. I do give him that. They're putting on a great match for like a main event. Like, ooh, that was a close one.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Gallows and Anderson do this. Christian, this is so cheap. Are you kidding me? Oh, Don Gallows. Oh, look at Omega. With Christian Cage held open. Oh, he's the big trigger, Gallows. Oh, that might be the break. The Christian did it. Oh, no. This counter by Kenny. Christian escapes out. How about this escape?
From the same place as Nikki Ash. Michael goes, one thing I wish AEW cut down on are the leg slaps. The Bucks are the word. I think WWE cut down on those, right? Yeah, they said they didn't want to see it no more. Well, Vince.
No. Yeah, especially since most of the moves look pretty high impact anyway. You don't really need that extra smack.
End of the match.
But Sean was one of the worst of those too, as far as the leg slapping stuff.
Kenny keeps his title.
Yeah, I like Don Callis too. He's great in the role he's got.
Drew was bad there for a while.
Yeah,
too.
that V trigger from the top is nice.
Boy, Dan's back. Welcome back, Dan. The fan, like you look at the audience, they're all just looking at the ramp.
Ramp. Yeah.
Oh, here comes Young Bucks. Chris
just won.
Yeah, Kenny just won right now.
That right there, that springboard off the railing, that was that botch I was talking about. He went to go over it the other way, slipped and missed, but then made it look even better coming back. Yeah, I like Dan Lambert too. He's honestly, one of the top promo guys in the entire business, and he's not even a wrestler.
Oh, so they're beating up Christian Cage.
Yeah, here he's getting ready to hit the
yes. Jungle Boy and them come out.
Yeah, the Bucks ain't running down there, that's for sure.
Everybody's saying yes now. Michael goes, lights go out and final countdown starts. Kenny's talking.
Something's going to happen. They beat everybody down, and
Christian. No, Kenny won. Kenny beat him. Now the Elite's beating up Christian in the ring.
What is chaos here? You want to take advantage and retain the title. The only people like this who would ever have a chance to beat me ever are either out here, they're already tired, or they are already dead.
Lights went out. Oh! Lights went out. Oh shit! Oh, it's not Daniel Bryan. Oh shit! Oh, sorry. Joe, may tell you.
Man.
Oh man!
Would ever have a chance to beat me. Ever. Are either not here.
Did you get to there yet, Si?
No.
Oh!
Are already dead.
I'm just
No,
gonna
the
break.
lights are out. The lights are out.
I'm gonna. You got like 1 second. I'll tell you right now. I don't want to ruin it for Si because it's just like what the hell.
Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole is all elite. He's joining his woman here. Oh, this is perfect though too. He used to be Bullet Club. Go baby. Holy shit, for real. Man. Oh, what? Oh, snap. He's, oh my God, the swerve.
Yeah, they do have history. I mean, they kicked him out of the Bullet Club.
I think he said, you remember what you did to me.
Oh, story time. I told you. Yeah, he hit Jungle Boy.
Look at the smile on his face. Yeah, he's giving them hugs. Yes.
William, so Adam Cole comes out, confronts Kenny and them, but then he super kicks Jungle Boy. Oh man, this is good.
This is astonishing. What a turn of events of the almighty Steve Urkel. Did I do that?
True, he would be a heel.
You really thought I was scared? This guy's one of our best friends. Tell him, Adam.
Oh shit!
Man, I was going to say, I still think Daniel Bryan's going to come out.
He just came out.
Yes.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And it ain't no chance in hell anyone's gonna stop us.
That arena blew up.
Now that's what I call a happy ending. So really, the only thing I've got left to
Oh man, we get Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan's
do any
in.
further at you, I must bid you goodbye and good night.
Oh my God, that's such a huge pop.
The chills. Oh, they're all fighting in the ring. Oh man, I love
Send
this.
people home happy, man. That's how you
Yes,
do a pay-per-view right there.
Yes.
What an incredible moment! What an incredible time to be alive!
This is beautiful. This is storytelling.
God, I love pro wrestling.
Exactly.
Oh,
In AEW.
He probably couldn't use the final count out. They probably couldn't.
competition has
Yeah.
arrived. You
get
right,
the rights, you
Calvin?
know what I mean?
This is dope. All three of them.
And Omega flees. Here we go. It's a Pierce.
Hell yeah.
AEW, man, they did it today.
Ryan Danielson is sizing up Nick Jackson.
That was a dope one.
That's how you do a pay-per-view right there.
It is true that does tell you kind of they're afraid of another shutdown. They put all of their eggs in one basket right now. Let's get it done. They're doing it though.
They ain't screwing around, that's for sure. They just picked up the 3 number 1 free agents of anybody all at the same time.
And we still got a fiend
And
running
Bray's still
around
out there. You know what I mean? You still have Bray Wyatt coming in.
This was crunk though. Cincinnati though. Oh man, that was worth the money I just spent on this. Oh man. Time to write some articles. See y'all later, boys. Hell of a show. Heck yeah. I mean, thank y'all for coming, man. We do this on every platform with pay-per-views, sports, and all that stuff. Come and check me and Sai out with Chi Chi talking wrestling every Saturday. Man, that being said, thank y'all, man. Go like, follow on YouTube, Facebook, everything. We're on every platform, man.
Yeah.
Sai, you have a good night, man. Have a good rest of your Labor Day weekend. Y'all be safe, man. Later, everybody.
See you, man.